Are we good? Are we back, YouTube? Hello, YouTube. Welcome back. We 30-second out from Future Gaming Show and then Green Gaming after this. And we'll see what's going to happen here. Because this showcase, for any of you that are not aware, this is like, I get more like AA indies to like AA games. Like, it not, I wouldn't say it's not quite AAA, but not quite like full-on indie. Like, Future Gaming Show kind of live kind of like in the middle there. So there would be the play for maybe a Vampire sequel. Maybe some Vampire the Masquerade dub. Maybe a release date for Hades. Any of that probably be PC Gaming Show if they did it. But you know, we will see. There might be a Mafia dub here. Mafia could be here as well. I'm still holding out also with that CG or that wheel. Okay, that's CG. That 100% CG. But you know, I'm still secretly holding out for Vampire sequel.
Welcome your hosts, Laura Bailey and Matt Mercer.
Hello, everyone.
God damn it, Matt,
and welcome to the Future Game Show Summer Showcase. My name is Laura Bailey, though you probably know me best as Abby Anderson in The Last of Us Part 2, or as one of the cast members from Critical Role.
Indeed. And I'm Matt Mercer, the man behind many video game chaos
Taking a critical role.
such as Like a Dragon's Mad Dog Majima and Ganondorf from Tears of the Kingdom. But if it's a Thursday night, I also moonlight as Critical Role's debonair dungeon master, where Laura tries her best to test the very limits of my abilities and sanity.
And you love it. But we're here today joining
That
forces for a very
tabletop white
different
though.
reason. Exclusive video game trailers, and lots of them.
Indeed, and like a whole bunch of world premieres, deep dives, and developer presentations, it's frankly an irresponsible amount of video game news that will be beamed directly into your brains for the next 90 minutes, so buckle up.
Don't make it sound so
Oh,
scary.
God.
This
2
is gonna
hour
be
chat.
fun. Just keep in mind that
Someone
if you
for
want to wish
owl
list
chat.
any of the
2
cool games in
hours for
today's
this.
show, then you can head to the dedicated Future Game Show Steam.
2.5? Wait, that
Once
2.5.
the show's over, there'll be plenty of follow-up
Holy
coverage
shit.
on GamesRadar.com
I didn't realize that
and the
2.5
Future Game Show
hours.
YouTube channel.
Well, I think that's all of the housekeeping out of the way. So let's kick things off with our very first world premiere.
You can tell the E3 showcase we're doing like 2.5 hours of this shit. Alright. So much for getting to Doom at like 6 p.m. chat.
Zafar, pull up NavTech.
Just a sec. Got it.
Taki. We gonna find out about your Kopang right quick, okay?
Just want to do him justice. Stuck his neck out for us. Least we can do is get him out alive.
We've got big enough guns to make justice, all right.
Oh, Michael. To a man with a hammer, just about everything looks like a nail.
Aim for show. Time to say oh yeah without
God, I was saying I haven't heard it forever.
In 1 minute.
Brace yourselves. We're going for a spin.
Chat, are we doing fake combat? Am I finally getting my dog fighting game that I've been wanting for since 2020? Cause there was a dog fighting game that I played a demo of. I don't remember what it was called back in 2020. That was like great. And they were supposed to come out in like 6 months, and it'd been like 6 shields.
Zafar, did you get a signal?
I don't even think the game is in development now, or something happened with it.
Long time before our arrival.
Fine. Let's deal with those guys first.
Also, I think the game is coming for, you know, it's gonna come for a little
In your loader.
Star Citizen, isn't it?
Zafar, you were right. They shut down this.
Is it gonna be multiplayer or just story driven? They feel like bait version of a Rainbow Six a little bit. But obviously it's all CG, so.
Bird up high shall be thine eyes.
What the hell happened here?
Or just secretly an attraction shooter town.
Hey, buddy.
Co-op Pookie, maybe? Are we doing co-op Pookie? I'm guessing the dude that they were just shooting was alien? Oh, it a pant thing. Oh. Well, the gameplay. Well then, wait, didn't they do like a fan game like recently? It was like a telltale tile game. Oh wow, okay, we're doing couple bait shooting. Okay, it still look like a co-op game though. Okay. So now is that off the TV show or that like
start the show.
Or that new IP?
The Expanse Osiris Reborn is an action RPG crafted in Unreal Engine 5, where you can immerse yourself in the universe of the beloved TV series.
Okay, they love
Make sure
the
it's on
TV
your wish
series.
list.
Okay.
Sounds pretty awesome. And we're treating you to another world premiere right now and swapping sci-fi for fantasy in the process. So let's take a look.
Oh, is it the game where you make your own weapon, like very like what way put it? Like the camera like at your feet, but like a Souls-like game? I don't think that's it. Well, DLC, because that game literally just came out like at the beginning of the month or the end of that month, one or the other. Either way, that game I'm thinking of it out. So
by my father's oath, to protect the wards is to protect our people.
okay, never mind. It's not that
And
game.
if it claims our lives,
It's secretly just another Game of Thrones
what's
game.
one life lost for the sake of the many?
And now, what do you swear by today?
The only one that matters.
Yeah, we have not
is
seen it
my
before. This is the
brother,
War Mill.
and I will kill the people who took him from me.
Man, kind of got like the animation, the weight, kind of looks a little bit outside of fort ability. Looking like a little bit like Hellblade a little bit. Just like how weighty the melee was. I'm calling it now. There's gonna be Force Entertainment who are publishing this. It looked like a Force Entertainment publishing game.
The clamor of conquerors. Pestilence must be purged.
Your father was right about one thing. The wards are breaking.
They are secretly Jedi?
And should we fail, it may spell another.
Oh wow. Yeah, that was in game. You could tell like literally the piece of the ground literally quipped out of a zit then. Alright. Is it Force? Oh no, Deep Silver. Okay, never mind.
We're thrilled to reveal Echoes of the End, a narrative-driven fantasy adventure coming later this year.
But the fun doesn't stop there. Here's another world premiere.
It's important to note that this is your very first look at the game, but from what I can tell, there's evil residing in these woods.
Wait, what? I would say Onimusha, but you know, we already went through that. It's just well with Project Japanese style, isn't it? Being lost in like the suicide forests or whatever. Or Mount Fuji, I guess. I get either or, I guess, technically. This is secretly gonna be doing a new Fatal Flame. It's gonna be VR Fatal Flame, isn't it? Like, don't get me wrong, you know, I wouldn't be against a VR Fatal Flame game. I still say the best invitation for Fatal Flame was still the Wii U. Say what you will about Made in Blackwater, but you know, the tablet was great for that game. Oh god, no map, no flatlight. Oh, and just a flatlight. Sorry, no flatlight. I was like, wait, you had a flatlight. Never mind. Dyslexia strikes again. So now the question. Spooky game? Walking sim? Secretly Fatal Flame? What are you? Artsy? We do got a lot of subtitles. Whip on the fog, okay. I feel like other than like the Japanese Ford, there's nothing in that like interesting.
An isolated cabin in the woods. What could possibly go wrong? That was your first look at Whispers in the Fog.
It's a psychological horror game from a supremely talented solo developer. Be sure to give it a wish list if you like what you see.
And next up, we've got a trailer for an open world action RPG based on the beloved anime, The Seven Deadly Sins.
Oh.
Let's check it out.
I got very excited when he said beloved, because beloved to me make me feel like, oh, that means old, right? And like, oh, that right. I'm old. Because, you know, for me, beloved be like 90 anime, not Seven Deadly Sins, because I feel like yesterday Seven Deadly Sins was out. I feel about Deadly Seven Sins the same as I do about like, I like Sword Art Online. I know it's been like over a decade plus, but in my head it still feel like, oh yeah, that was like within the last like 3 to 5 years. And like, no, that's like 10 to 15. I'm like, wait, what? Like, I get that what happened when your bubble gets so small, you know? You only have like the few moments of like touch tones, and so you don't have the stuff in between the like
Origin,
you know, predated in your brain.
And PS5, but you can pre-register now at 7origin.netmarble.com.
Okay, it's time to learn about what's coming in Season 7 of free-to-play Destructo Shooter, The Finals. Let's take a look.
7? Is it really 7? I tried to play the final, chat. I couldn't get it working. I tried to play it on PlayStation. Never logged in. It was a spinning ball of doom. Like the same shit happened to the final that happened to me with the Fourth Ascendant. I could not get it to work on PlayStation for whatever reason.
Where have you been? Then just stick around.
And not that you need any more reasons, but it's time to move on and talk
what
about
the fuck just happened?
A shepherd simulator with a whole lot of soul. Let's find out when you can get your hands on it.
I think the video broke, chat, and they didn't fix it. It's fine, it was just the finals. At least, obviously, we kicked in right at the end of the final. I wonder if that got pulled. I wonder if they were like, no, you can't show the final, and then someone like, fine, play, and then someone behind the scene went, no! They hit the panic button real hard on that one, chat. What the fuck? I'm just happy that we're with the final, not with something actually interesting. So, if you're gonna let that one slide, maybe that one for the best. Also, being anything we do cut 5 minutes out of one time. So, win-win, chat. Is this gonna be like a Journey style game, but with buffalo creature thing? I wonder if they're gonna be the whole thing of like the whole gameplay just gonna be trying to keep your horde together. And demo out, so I guess we could easily find out.
Launches later this year, but you can try guiding those adorable calicorns right now by downloading the demo, which is out now on Steam. What's next, Laura?
Sleep Awake, which is anything but cute. It's a first-person psychedelic thriller that explores the realm between slumber and death. This game is helmed by Corey Davis of Spec Ops, The Line, and Robin Fink of 9 Inch Nails.
Oh, let's take a closer look then.
Okay, I'm more interested.
I cannot sleep. I cannot sleep.
Isn't it? I know. I don't know the details of it. I remember there was some drama with the wider of Spec Ops, but with that being said, and a Boomhouse. Okay. My God, Boomhouse coming out playing it on day, but like hit Whiting, I still really love. Back up the line is like hit Whiting and what made that game for me. So if you Whiting another main story game, totally me intrigued. The thing is, I wonder if it's gonna be as fucked up. It's looking like normal horror game fucked up, not the horror game fuck up that Spec Ops was. They wanted obviously more on the nose.
I am awake.
Resisting the inevitable.
I'm still seeing a lot of like walking sim in this, isn't it?
Give me your idea.
I wonder if like more in line. I guess you could say what still awake. It's still like a walking sim technically in here, but with a little bit of platforming.
Sleep Awake is coming soon, so drop it on your wish lists.
We've got a developer presentation for Eric Sohn, the Stolen Dream update.
But yeah, I need to know what the gameplay is though. You have me on the whitey and the music.
1900.
It's just gameplay is the question.
I am a few months younger than you, Laura.
I don't think so. No.
I must find her.
He's a life god.
Before he does.
Eric's Home is a game set in kind of a fantasy version of the early 1900s, and it has a Scandinavian theme style to it. I would describe it as a stealth puzzle game with a very strong emphasis on story.
It looked American
1900. Playable characters that you switch between, and they have their own special abilities that you need to use together to kind of solve situations and puzzles in a kind of interlaced way where everyone's involved.
It's in this setting of a Scandinavian nature, which not only resonates with me, but with the rest of the world because it's so unique. It's always nice to see something new that people can relate to.
So I've worked a lot with like lighting and 3D rendering, cinematic lighting, stuff like that. So Anders showed me the rendering of one of the movies.
Well, so bad. I do agree.
Floored me. I thought it was so beautiful. Then he said, okay, so Teal, what I want from you is I want you to make this look even better.
We play tested the game a lot, and what people usually say is that it feels like I'm playing a movie, but in a great way. River and Games was based on
the way you put that,
the
I guess.
idea that if you have the
like
right
a movie,
mix
but
of
not
people,
shit,
then perhaps a really small team can still make something that's actually pretty cool.
Okay, so
How
you
is
can
this
do
made
combat.
by 16 people? Like, why is this quality so high?
A little now and then I sit down in the couch and I just enjoy a fresh build. The story just gets to perform. You're just drawn right in.
And then the dev come and be like, Unreal, and be like,
I'm really excited for players to just discover this world. Eric's Home is coming to Xbox, PlayStation, Steam, and Epic Game Store, and we have an exclusive trailer that we're about to show you.
Oh, I thought you were going to say it was going to be a demo today.
I hope you enjoy.
You know, it like kind of remind me of like Commandos. Like visually, it looked like if Commandos was like made like present day. But you know, also take out like the World War II combat stuff. But yeah, they would be like one of them games depending on when it come out, and then depending on how much buzz I hear around it, and if it's on like Game Pass. Because I feel like one of them games I would probably really like. Hey, July 15th. There we go. Soonish. Sadly, not Game Pass though.
Thank you so much to our friends at River.
But I feel like that one of them
Games
games I would love and no one will
of
give a shit
Aerosol.
about.
It's coming to PC, Xbox, and PS5 on July 15th.
Hopefully I'm wrong about that.
Steam or the Epic Games Store. All right, now we've got a new trailer for a cel-shaded shooter with gameplay inspired by the Stalker series. Here's the latest trailer for The Explorator.
Wait, what? Like cel-shaded, my mind went 13, and then Stalker. Okay, obviously not a depressing Stalker. Yeah, this is good and all doing the world building map design. I want to see gameplay. I want to see the darker appellation. Okay, I feel like I'm playing No Man's Sky day one when you were like tiny to the ground. There it is. Oh. Oh, so we doing like the Doom 2D flight stuff as well. Also weapon in the middle of Queen. I don't know. It honestly made me feel like a little claustrophobic. I wouldn't say quite motion sick yet. I feel like playing it would make me motion sick. Just how like close to the ground you are and how like claustrophobic it feels being that close to the ground.
Is launching into early access today, so go check it out on Steam and support the developers on the road to launch.
Constance is up next, a Metroidvania where you wield the power of a paintbrush to escape a decaying inner world.
Move into my interests.
What are we doing with it, Metroidvania? You know the routine, champ. Show me the map. Show me how fat you killed up. Show me some power-ups. Oh god, they're talking. Get that talking out, my queen. Okay, combat is dodge heavy, so that means more dot so itch. Oh god, the map is broken up into different levels as well. Well, my clock tower chant. Not feeling that great about that right now. I don't get a lot. It look good. It look fine, but you know, for me personally, like. At least on the upside, it showed like 5 things that I'm not a fan of in my Metroidvania in the trailer, so that's at least something, I guess. I don't gotta question it too hard.
Constance is coming to PC on November 24th, but there's a demo available on Steam if you want to go give it a go after the show.
Those of you who have tuned in before will know that during the Every Future Game Show, we create a trio of deep dives into some of the most exciting upcoming games. Our ones to watch, you could say.
First game we're tackling for the summer showcase is Titan Quest II. Now, fans have been waiting since 2006 for a sequel to Iron Lore's cult classic action RPG, and the good news is it's right around the corner.
I thought this already came out.
Details with the help of Grimoire Games.
I really did thought this already came out. Cause I feel like I've been hearing about Titan Quest 2 for like a goddamn decade or something, it feels like.
Tell us about hope.
Titan Quest 2 is kind of your Diablo-esque action RPG, but it's set in ancient Greek mythology. You really can immerse yourself in.
How often I feel like Titan Quest 1 was also like
monsters, some of which
way more RPG than loot driven.
Greek mythology also has become very much part of pop culture in the last 2 decades. Some other games have had great success with this, and we thought that we have this great IP on our hands, why not use it? In Titan Quest 2, you'll be playing as
we got E3 going for the next 3 hours. Because they said 90 minutes for this showcase, and then the other showcase, we got the VOD of, I think, an hour that airing right now.
It used to be a
I think it's supposed to be an hour.
As you'll find out later, you will build up your
E3 is no joke. Like, after the ESA shut down E3, the power vacuum is still here. Like, don't get me wrong, but the power vacuum is a little bit less this year. Because the last few years, we had literally like 20 showcases a day for like 2 weeks straight, but we are slowly starting to like streamline down to like 10 to 15 instead of like, you know, close to like 40, 50.
From there, you can take your character in multiple directions. Mixed classes is something we support quite a lot, actually. But the core fantasy stuff, just a tanky.
Like in the model, we only got 2 showcases. Model is Microsoft and PC Gamer.
At the core of
and then Monday is Black Voices. And well, Nintendo, limited one, don't announce anything, we'd be done.
This is our little innovation in this space.
Man, it really is just an ARPG now,
we are
fully,
not
isn't
going to
it?
be doing any microtransactions in this game because
Yay.
we don't believe in that form of monetization in general. We will be doing.
You know, I feel like we're starting to hear more and more
DLCs,
dad
however.
being
So
like, fuck
after the 1.0
microtransaction.
launch, we'll be putting out larger DLC packs, which will include.
Yeah, and going back to
chapters,
DLC
so
stuff.
more
Doom is
content,
doing
general
it, this
bosses,
is doing
features,
it.
areas, and
Like-
masteries, of course. So Titan Quest 2 will be coming to
I wonder if
Steam
like the
Early
like
Access
more
very soon. You can wishlist it now
A to
already.
double A
And we're
games.
looking for a
Any
summer
like standalone
timeline
companies
for
that are
this,
coming
and then
out
later,
of, you know, the
the other
apocalypse of the
platforms.
game industry over the last 5 years. I wonder if that like kind of starting to make it lean more that way. You know, coming out of the industry of just real life and how like bad that shit have gotten. Who knows? Maybe
Titan
depending
Quest 2
on
is
Mike
coming
playing
soon,
back
and you
to the
can
left
wishlist
shot.
it on Steam or the Epic Games Store. Wait, legendary actor Yui Lowenthal?
The Spider-Man to my MJ? What are you doing here?
Hey guys.
Hey man.
I was just, wandering the sound stages, taking in the sights.
I thought he was
and
going to talk
smells.
about
Then I heard you guys
he'll,
making noise about
quitting.
video games out here, and I thought I'd join in.
Okay, well, I mean, since you're already here, why don't you take the next trailer? Well, right?
I mean,
Spider-Man
that's okay with you
DLC time,
guys, I
champ.
don't
No, it's great. Work your magic. We'll just be over here.
All right. Got you. Well, get ready, folks, because it's time for another world premiere. This one's a follow-up to a beloved puzzle adventure that launched back in 2020.
Okay, let's see if we remember that chat.
I have seen things that
I
should
have
be
too.
forgotten. I've tried to escape my past. I've had enough of death and madness. But the world is changing. Some now search for answers in the far reaches of the world. For shocking secrets and dizzying marvels.
I'm not remembering the fourth one, chat.
For their lies upon this
Cause it's not that what was it, David Blow? It wasn't his game.
and incredible shadow.
Oh, Elder God. Okay, I remember that now. I at least remember the name.
Call of the Elder Gods, starring yours truly, is a Lovecraftian narrative puzzle adventure coming soon to PC and consoles. So get it on your wish lists ASAP.
So you weren't just wandering the lot then?
I mean, I was, but then, it's called marketing, Matt.
Yeah, Matt. Classic marketing.
Classic.
You tell that
Anyway.
to Sam. Sam
All
don't
right, catch you
understand
later.
marketing,
Bye.
chat.
Gotta wander.
Hell yeah, thanks for coming, man. Bye. See you, bye. Okay, so while I go make sure there's no other voice actors hiding on set, we'll throw it out to some back-to-back trailers.
I'll stay here.
3 bio cores. How hard could it be?
Okay, how many of these games gonna get shut down, chat? Like, sad to say it, but
We got company. Who won?
yeah, the thing here with Sam, the problem Sam runs into, she don't understand marketing. She just find it
Narrative
annoying.
puzzle adventure coming soon to PC and consoles. So get it
What
on
is
your wish
happening with
lists
this
ASAP.
stream?
So you weren't just wandering the lot then?
I mean, I was.
What
but
the
then,
fuck is happening with this
called
stream? They're
marketing,
kipping
Matt.
around so much.
Yeah, Matt.
They having all the
Classic marketing.
tech issue today.
Anyway.
All right, catch you later.
Bye.
But yeah, every time I
Hell
sat
yeah, thanks for coming,
Sam
man.
down to talk about marketing strategy, she just constantly like hates it with a passion because
so
she
while I go
she
make
think
sure
it's
there's
dumb
no
and
other
annoying
voice actors hiding on set,
and infuriating.
We'll throw it out to some back-to-back trailers.
I'll
It's
stay here.
a whole thing I've been fighting with Sam about
3
for
bio cores.
like 5
How hard
years.
could it be?
Ever since Sam became a content creator. One day, chap.
Hard.
I know deep down in our soul earlier today, well, like every like 3 trailer and wholesome, they were talking about the same charity event over and over. I know Sam was dying inside so bad from that.
It's like capture the flag on crack.
And with an alligator?
Welcome to Vale of the Witch, A turn-based tactical RPG with a roguelite twist.
You lost me.
Play
I'm
as
out.
Ash, a shipwrecked castaway with no memories and
You
a
had me
big-ass
too old,
sword.
Glock.
Let's see if I remember how to use it. 5 years after a bloody civil war, you wake up trapped on a mysterious island filled with monsters, cultists, and a whole lot of zombies.
Suffice to say, this whole island is a madhouse.
Outside of a few exceptions, because they always exception to the
Combat in
rule,
Vale of the
but
Lich is built for hardcore tactics fans with an
my
emphasis on speed
I don't
and
I don't
brutality.
like the lack of
That means a
progression in
small party,
roguelike games.
tight battle maps.
It, like I don't like the lack of progression, and I don't like the randomness that comes with roguelike. You know, one thing if you're randomizing dungeons, but if you start randomizing like gameplay of success and failure, you know, like you don't get a drop, or you know something doesn't spawn, or you don't get a shitty boss,
You can also
or you get lucky and you get like a super easy boss. It like.
Surrounding this rock-solid core is
You know, it feel like I am not getting better as a player. The game just like had a roll of the dice that just happened to be in my favor. So like I lose out on that satisfaction of becoming better and better and better, or stronger, or missing out on like, you know, story progression and feel like, you know, I'm doing the same thing 24 plus times before I see the next part of the story, and just like the whole repetitiveness of like also feeling like I'm making no progress. It just makes me feel like I'm wasting time. And I'm a millennial, and you know,
early access available
we have the whole
now
thing in the
on
back of the head of
Steam,
like,
coming
you know,
soon to
wasting
Xbox,
time is
PS5,
bad.
and Nintendo Switch.
Because, you know, gotta pay bills. And it just, you know, just very much like I will do something else than just sit down and grind my wheels. But that is my main issue I have with roguelike.
But Troy, there is progression, that's why it's a roguelike. If there was no progression, it would just be a road.
But yeah, I know the distance, but like, it's not the kind of progression I like. Most roguelike progression is, you know, like a house, or, you know, item collecting for like your hub. But it still feels like for me, like the whole like progression that is like building houses, getting coins, or, you know, the normal roguelike progression stuff. It like, it still for me is like, it's so little and it feels so removed that like I think the main reason like why it feels so removed is because like any of you unlock something that quote unquote battle, you still got to deal with the RNG of every little thing that can make that mean nothing in for that one. And like I said, that's the main reason why I'm not a big fan of roguelike.
Dispatch to Unit 1. There's an ongoing fire.
Unit 1 to dispatch. Copy.
But with that being said, I still say roguelike like Hades. Hades is still like Hades, and Dead Rising is still like my two. Which I think the main reason with Hades is like why Hades didn't bother me is because there was just so much story content in Hades. You know, every time you die, you are getting so much like character development.
The world is
wow, we are skipping again. What the fuck?
Sons and daughters of farmers.
We just went from we went to the next game.
And not enough wisdom.
What is happening? Honestly, what is happening with this stream chat?
But what is a hero?
But yeah, like the Hades stuff, it like, you know, it was actually good character, good writing, and it was like every time you die, you're like, ooh, I gotta hang out with my buddies again, which is great.
As an agent at the Bureau of Fantastical
or like Dead
Arcane
Rising was like, you know, it wasn't random. You know, you have like 40 things to do, but you can't do all 40 things. So every time you die and you do the roguelike, you're like, oh, I'm gonna go do this other thing now, because everything's so set. Which is the reason why Dead Rising is like a really good roguelike.
Ritual sacrifice.
Before Capcom, you know, were like, we getting rid of that shit in the rest of the games. But you know, I should say get rid of it in 3. What the? What did we? We fucking time traveling. We are time traveling so hard in it. I'm curious. How is chat doing over here? Yep, they'll.
without dragons to slay.
Like chatted losing a goddamn mind. I'm okay. I'm happy. I'm happy. I'm not alone. I'm losing my goddamn mind too.
Bureau of Fantastical and Arcane Affairs.
This is how they're gonna be 90-minute, chap.
Everything is as it should be.
And not gonna be 90 minutes of content. It's gonna be 90 minutes of 5 minutes of the same 3 trailers. Oh, you know. I thought the IO event was very Konami. I think I might quit it now. I think we found a real, Konami this year at a future gaming show. But yeah, either way, that's my issue with roguelike games. So anytime I see a roguelike game, it's like, you know, it kind of like when I hear about a PvP craft-based game. It's like, you know, it go from absolutely, I will try it if it handed to me. Outside of that, I'm not going on my way for it. Like I said, same thing with PvP games. And then I will play it for like 2 to 3 hours and you have the same feeling like I'm good.
Evil is still evil.
Outside Dead Wide and Hades.
We are happy to welcome you, our newest agent to the cause. Wish list the Bureau of Fantastical and Arcane Affairs today.
Oh, that's one for the critters. The Bureau of Fantastical and Arcane Affairs.
Time to see if that actually fit the video now,
And now for something completely different.
Van Peel?
This one's for the fans of shooters, anime, and Y2K.
By the way, don't know now, man, Van Peel, but I'm just hoping. I want Van Peel, Joe.
Doing that. No.
We are doing Van Peel. Oh, chat. Chat. This game. I got this game. I got sent that game. Can I talk about that? Can I talk about it? I don't know. I didn't sign no NDA. I think I can't technically stream it to like Monday or some shit. But I have that, chat. So I guess we'll be playing this at some point. Like I said, they sent me early content creator game testing thing. Oh, you wait for waifu multiplayer. The only difference, you're not gonna go 2D like you could.
What is a story without a good
What
hero
the fuck is happening?
With one unsanctimonious swing.
Also, why is Biden folding on my queen? What did you guys do with Biden?
Incompetent evil is still evil.
Either way, chat. Why this is doing its thing and just skipping around? Where's my theme, chat?
We are happy to welcome you, our newest agent to the cause.
Well,
Wish list the Bureau of Fantastical and Arcane Affairs today.
Oh, that's one for the critters.
Yeah, there it is.
The Bureau of Fantastical and Arcane Affairs.
Yeah, what the fuck, waifu tactical force?
Completely different. This one's for the fans
Do we
of
got a
shooters,
date on it?
anime, and Y2K aesthetics.
This shield. But yeah. There it is, chat. It's fine. We get it. We get to look at more anime waifus, I guess. I guess Biden do want some more anime waifu. Look at the way he's doing at this game. What is this event? Oh, I guess it's live today.
Waifu Tactical Force is a 3v3 anime shooter coming soon to PC. But you can jump into the open playtest on Steam after the show.
Okay, so we went live today. Okay, good. I didn't break a ball go.
Inspired by the ancient art of paper folding.
I didn't break a ball go, champ. It went live today. We fine. We cool. Actually, I had a feeling. I thought the ball go. Actually, I think the ball go lifted on it. I think yesterday, to be honest. Yeah, it literally, what the fuck, waifu. What was it? Waifu Tactical Shooter was the name of it. I remember when they emailed me about that, I'm like, okay, I guess. I'm not actually gonna play this game like after the fact. Sure, you want me to beta test it? We will see. Who knows? Maybe it will end up being the best waifu anime game ever. I don't know. Cause I did play a little bit of the one, the one that Clopey were playing, the one that where you could like turn 2D. Like, I played that game a little bit. That game was actually okay. I did really good at that game, by the way. That was like my Halo stuff. Like, for whatever reason, I was getting like 40, 50 kills a match in that game, whatever that game was called. I don't know why. I played it for like 3 hours, and then I came out of it being like the top of my party every single match. I'm just like, huh. I got very confused and I stopped playing. That was my feeling with that one. I don't know if I'm just that good at Halo or the people playing that game just that bad at it. But then again, it is a gotcha waifu shooting game, so.
And PS5 on September 3rd. Fold it into your wish lists on Steam and the Epic Games Store. And check out the free demo, which is available on Steam.
Okay, time for an update on Eve Frontier. This is CCP Games' Spacebound Survival MMO.
Yeah. Wait, an MMO now? Wait, what? I thought they were supposed to be single player. I thought they were single player Eve.
Eve Frontier is an invitation for everyone that have had the idea in their brain to make a game. And often the best way to make a game is to start and modify an existing game. We have now created an MMO server-side modding platform, and we offer an invitation to you to come and build with us.
Okay.
You can build tools, you can build worlds, you can do so many things.
Never mind.
And this is a great way to start your game development adventure by sort of playing around in the amazing survival space horror sandbox we have created.
Never mind. One day, chat. One day I'm gonna play Eve again.
When we made Eve Online, we very much wanted to make a sandbox experience.
I have played Eve off and on for years.
The infrastructure in the game would actually be built by players.
One day,
but
chat.
We did
One day we'll get
quite
fully
a bit
into
of
it
ourselves. Seeing what emerged from Eve, especially when it comes to the third-party development ecosystem, we could actually give a lot more agency to players to literally build the world. So as we go through this process,
how long is the new stuff they added, Joe?
Game, we are on the other hand.
Because I saw them announcing that. I think it was at Summer Game Fest. I'm curious to know how long the content is.
Enables third-party developers is to mod the actual server, creating additional software that both read and writes the world state, and that I think will enable something truly astounding
that seems about right for the community, to be honest,
Joe. This is very much inspired by the third-party ecosystem.
Have to be good or they leaving. I think a lot of people are doing the one foot out the door again, huh?
We're charging that with the smart assemblies and the modding platform we're built into Frontier. And what we have seen so far in our various hackathons and events, and what we've just seen in the sort of builder community overall, absolutely delivers on that vision in spades.
Hey, community-driven Eve. Then again, Eve have always been like community-driven in so many ways.
Founder access for Eve Frontier is available now, and you can head to evefrontier.com to jump in and find out more. What's up next, Laura?
We have a brand new trailer for Formula Legends, an arcade racing game that covers the history of motorsport.
I feel entertainment now screaming, chat. God damn, I'm just hearing all the content creators just fucking screaming, chat. Well, Maximilian with that Marvel game, and now Flail with this game. Hey, they showed it yesterday. You saw the new trailer for it, right, Joe? Or when we bought. Yeah. I found out it actually the door to the portal from Outbreak. Yeah, I found that out after the fact that it wasn't Worlds. But yeah, it literally the door of the lady from Outbreak that had the red like suit that was the portal. It all kid. Yeah, I think at least for me, I think the main reason me and probably a lot of people thought Worlds is because she looked like Worlds. You know, of just being in like stringy blonde hair. And also, I don't think any of us was thinking like, yeah, Resident Evil Outbreak. The classic Resident Evil game being tied to that for 9 and just like... Honestly, I'm kind of hoping, to be real, Joe, I am really hoping with them doing it as a character
Formula
technically
Legends is
from
racing towards
Outbreak.
release on PC and consoles.
I am
You can play the
hoping they're
demo
gonna
now on Steam.
re-release
You can also
Outbreak.
wishlist it on
I would
Steam or
love
the
for them to
Epic Games
re-release
Store. But for
Outbreak
now,
1 and
let's keep it
2.
rolling with our ones to play section, which is a future game show staple. It's a montage of exciting games that you can play on Steam right after the show.
So if you like what you're looking at, don't hesitate to download a demo and dig in.
That internet
First
right
up
though,
is
Joe.
Catastrophe. This is an action roguelike where you play as a kitty abducted by aliens.
And she's not
your
new,
trusty
full sight.
sidekick,
I guess
the
she
Star
knew, I guess,
Cursor.
since she is a
Players can mod
daughter
Polo's abilities
to
to settle on
a
unique
main
play
character
style
from
and
back in
pick
the
their route
day.
through a series of
Or a
interstellar
side game main
environments.
character. So,
Next up, we've got Phase Zero,
yeah.
a survival horror throwback with
Speaking of When
cameras
Evil
and
Champ.
immersive pre-rendered environments.
Ooh.
A menacing illness has descended on the town of Flint Peak. Can you
wait,
solve
no, this is not the
puzzles
game I
and
was thinking
tango
about,
with
was it?
monsters to make it out alive?
Oh, now we talking.
Well,
See,
what about Bloodgrounds?
we talked
It's a
about how more
gladiatorial
games should
roguelike
you
with a
play
city
window.
builder twist. You'll recruit,
Well,
train,
that
and
game
command
going
a
on the
crew of
list.
warriors in strategic turn-based
Because I think the other
battles
one we
and develop a coastal city
saw,
in the interim.
the other
Carve
game we
your
saw that
name
we're doing the Red Evil thing, I don't think it had pre-window
Spill buckets
background.
of blood in the process.
Last but not least, we've got How to Escape.
I'm telling you,
Lost
like,
With
if they
one player on PC or
re-release,
console and
well,
the
this
other
is
using
what's
a
gonna
mobile
happen, Joe.
companion app. You'll
I'm gonna
communicate
play
and collaborate
Outbreak
to
for
complete
Halloween
puzzles
this year
and
in
stop the
October.
outbreak
I'm gonna play Outbreak 1 and 2, upscale, 4K emulation.
That was our ones to play montage.
And then the
Be sure to
net
follow up
day
on
after I
anything that
beat the
caught
game,
your
they're
eye.
gonna
But
announce
let's
a
keep on
HD
sailing with
report of
another
it.
exclusive trailer for a naval combat simulator.
I am
7
convinced that what's gonna happen. It's gonna be Onimusha all over again. Cause remember what happened to me with Onimusha? I beat Onimusha 2 for Halloween, and then like what was it, like 4 months later they announced the remaster. That was gonna happen. I'm gonna play Outbreak 1 and 2 on for Halloween this year, and then they're gonna do a remake of it next year. I'm calling it now. Then again, maybe not, because if now thinking about it, if When Evil 9 comes out in February, realistically, if they want people to know who this lady is, then they would have to release Outbreak in what? Maybe by November, October, November?
Death and dishonor.
So maybe, just maybe, we can pull Final Fantasy Tactics here and actually play the remake if they do port it.
True riches are not in gold and jewels, but in the stories we bring back and the legends.
Oh yeah, there's that one person seafood game. That's what I've been saying. Like it literally is just seafood, but one person made it. I'm kind of curious to know like what's gonna separate it out from seafood. Because in the trailer, like the hallway area, just like yeah, that was like one of the most iconic part of seafood with the hallway. But then again, in every martial art movie, the hallway is always the best scene. So like, I'm so curious to see like what that dev gonna do to separate from it, or they just rolling with the seafood thing like fully. I get the way around it would be like not have it as a roguelike, right?
And life is the voyage.
I guess if they make it linear and not a roguelike, I guess that would be something. But you know, Seafood 1 was a roguelike, so we will see, I guess.
Join the crew today on Kickstarter.
You say AI, I say Unreal Engine. I say Unreal Engine. You know, you can put shit together real fast in Unreal. But yeah, if it like doing AI coding, that's what AI should be used for.
ahoy.gg/Kickstarter.
Or one of the things should be used
You can
for.
also wishlist the game on Steam or the Epic Game Store.
The Spotlight montage is up next, so say goodbye.
The main one, like I built a whole game in Unreal in what was that, like 5 days? So
What Matt means to say with that Gothic vocabulary is that we'll be back on stage once we've talked
like
to
you can get shit done fast in Unreal. And that ain't even before you start getting into buying stuff off the player market. You know, like animation, character
Flickshot
code.
Rogues is a turn-based strategy roguelike where you trade tactical trick shots for devastating damage. Across a constantly
I wasn't expecting to see that game for a second time this year, but here we are.
Upgrades. It's coming to PC later this year, but you can try it for yourself ahead of time by checking out the free demo on Steam.
Now let's take a look at Under Par Golf Architect. an all-in-one
Oh,
simulator where
God.
you mold terrain to create world-class courses and then try them out firsthand. As well as
Man, I think we got no game for Sam.
You'll manage
Sam is on a hardcore simulation kick right now.
A golfer's paradise. It's coming soon to PC and consoles, but you can wishlist it now on Steam or the Epic Game Store.
Ascend to Zero is up next. It's a hack and slash.
Man, they can't be
roguelike
getting
where you play as
around.
the last surviving human of a devastated world.
That just happened to be an
To help
anime
with that
waifu.
unfortunate predicament, you can freeze time to anticipate attacks and topple voxel monsters. Ascend to Zero is coming soon to PC, but in the
Check out the funding drive for Ahoy at ahoy.gg/Kickstarter. And you can also wishlist the game on Steam or.
I'm losing my goddamn mind
The
at this
Spotlight
event,
montage is
chat.
up next.
God
So,
damn.
say goodbye to our corporeal bodies and hello to our disembodied.
What is this event? Why are
What
they
Matt needs to say
skipping
with that
constantly?
Gothic vocabulary is that we'll be back on stage once we've talked you through some super cool games.
Is it because they skipped some games? I think because they skipped some games. I think the reason.
Flickshot Rogues is a turn-based strategy
Oh,
roguelike
I did it
where you
again.
trade tactical trick shots for devastating damage. Across a constantly shifting cartoon peninsula, players will trigger
You know, some
explosive
chat. At the
combos
rate
and
this
commit
is
to
going,
game-changing upgrades.
this is
It's
gonna go
coming to
from
PC
90
later this year.
minutes
You can try it for
to like
yourself ahead of time by
180
checking out
minutes.
the
We're gonna
free
watch that
demo
whole
on
event
Steam.
twice in one go.
Now let's take a look at Under Par Golf Architect, an all-in-one simulator where you mold terrain to create world-class courses and then try them out firsthand. As well as placing the green and obstacles between, you'll manage staff, budgets, and customers.
I don't know,
on your way
man.
to
They did a
crafting a
K2
golfer's
took
paradise.
well.
It's coming
They
soon
did
to
K1.
PC and consoles, but you can
They did a
wishlist it
K.
now
I
on
kind of
Steam
feel like it a
or
little
the
up in the
Epic Game
L.
Store.
We will see.
Ascend to Zero is up next. It's a
I
hack
feel
and
like
slash
they did a
roguelike where you
K.
play
I
as the
think it's
last
gonna be
surviving human of a
fine,
devastated
but I don't
world.
think it's gonna be anything
To
like
help with that
mind
unfortunate
breaking
predicament,
or
you
anything.
can freeze time to
I don't think it's gonna be
anticipate
no
attacks
like
and
game of the
topple
year
voxel
or
monsters.
anything like that. I
Ascend
think
to
it's
Zero
just
is
gonna
coming
come out
soon.
and
Hey,
just.
I get it. It's Gundam time. You can check out the free demo on Steam and drop it onto your wish list.
Okay, Gundam time. Add to the end of all that, Mason.
Or how about Animal Kind? This is a cozy
And just like that, that can be all like
building
Gundam
game
time,
where you play
chat.
as a
Elite
crew
Full
of
Digital
adorable
Gundam anyway.
in mech suits.
But yeah, don't
Players will
forget,
use their
had to do
industrial-grade
it
opposable
just so we
plugs to
never we don't have
scavenge
to
the
play that game
landscape for
anymore. Well, to
materials
the
and establish
DLC.
a community of
But yeah, don't forget,
Animal
Data Decay
Kind
2
coming soon
took
to PC.
years to
But
come
if you
out
head
from
to the
Data
Steam
Decay 1.
page,
Data Decay
you can
1
sign
was
up for the
literally like
alpha playtest, which is arriving
2011.
in July.
So
Next up is Don't Wake the Beast, but the developers have sent over an intricate overview. So I'll sit this one out.
Hi, my name is Tim.
Hi, I can't
I'm the
see
game
because
designer
allergies.
and producer
There we go.
behind
Hi,
Don't Wake the
Young
Beast.
Queen, it doesn't matter.
Don't Wake the Beast is a stealth
But,
roguelike in which your goal is to steal as
I would
many
say
treasures
honestly,
as possible and
Joe,
run away from the beast.
I
The tricky part is
kind
that
of
each
feel like
treasure has
Data
its
Decay
weight, and
3
the
is
more you
probably
pick
not going to
up,
be
the more
anything
noise you
beyond
generate.
what Data Decay 1 was.
But when you fail,
And then,
always
you know, we
another
went into
run.
the same
My game
Sony,
will
the
feature
same
4
issue that a
biomes,
lot
all
of,
with unique mechanics and
you know,
beasts. It's scheduled to
they
release
apparently
in
bought
2026.
beforehand, but like a lot of like
We're rounding things out
Microsoft game
with
of just
Worship,
like,
a cultist
you know,
simulator
money,
where you try your
time,
best to
and,
bring
you
about
know,
the end
priority
of
of
the world.
Microsoft constantly
Inspired by
being
Pikmin,
shifting.
this cute and creepy multiplayer
You know,
roguelike
I think
tasks you
that
with
is the part that's
performing
going to be like a
blood
little
rites and
iffy
recruiting
about it.
followers to please the old ones.
But I don't
It's
see
coming
it being
soon to PC,
anything
and
more
you can wish list
better
it on
than
Steam.
Data Decay 2. I think it's going to come out and it's going to feel more like
That was our
a
Spotlight
add-on that
montage.
just happened to
We
be a
hope you
little
enjoyed
more
the Summer
prettier
Showcase selection.
and less indie
Laura?
looking.
Oh, it's time for an update on Scum, the survival shooter with poop mechanics.
What?
Not as in like they're bad, no.
But,
just like
but I feel
you
like
have
that
to
what
manage
Data
your
Decay
bowel
going to be.
movements to survive.
I think it'd be fine, just
Might actually
not
learn something.
mind-blowing
I
at
love
all.
video games.
I still want a fully open world Data Decay. You know, instead of being level-based like the second game was, you know, how you picked maps. But I do want it to be one map. That's what I want from Data Decay. It'd be like, if I get that, I'm happy. You give me Data Decay 2, but one map, instead of 3 baby maps. Or realistically, hey, we got the map. Then again, as it come, right? I guess we gotta promote Gum 1.0, don't we? But at the same time, it's like I kind of feel like if you want a real Data Decay sequel, go play Zomboid. Zomboid is Data Decay, but like leaps and bounds, like way more into, you know, what Data Decay wanna be. Also, I see Gum have a sense of humor about the reviews. I see. Yeah, June 17th. But have you played Data Decay? Oh, not Data Decay, Data Quiet.
If those
Project Zomboid at all,
have grabbed
Joe?
your attention, then we're here to help.
Yep.
If not,
you can
I
head to the link
highly
on screen
recommend
right now
it.
for a chance to win one of 100 keys for Scum 1.0.
And if you're not one of the lucky winners, then you'll just have to jump in with the rest of us when it launches on June 17th.
Yeah, getting help by other team in 9 new. A lot of games nowadays have farmed out to Distant
Here's the latest
Studio.
trailer for Death Ground.
Oh, hey, the dinosaur, the multiplayer dinosaur game, right?
Deadly dinos are on the loose in Death Ground.
Is it? Oh no,
Whether
this,
you
no,
dare
that's
to
not what I
solo
thought it
or
was.
a squad of up to 4 players, you must do everything you can to survive.
I thought it was the
Dinosaur
dinosaur MMO, but that didn't have people in
Could you
it.
survive?
Hi, we're Jaw Drop Games, the indie dev team behind Deathground.
The main threat you'll need to avoid is the raptors, specifically Utah
Yeah,
raptors.
power
So,
like
unlike the velociraptors,
content
which are
creep
much
can be a
smaller,
real
they
thing in
measure around
gaming.
7 feet tall. I'm about 5'3", so that's a pretty menacing heights comparison for me.
We've spent most of our development time taming them. and it's been
No,
a
I don't
huge
want to play
challenge.
Battle
How
Royale.
do you
I
get
want to play
something
the bait
that
game.
size with that tail to behave all in multiplayer?
Exactly.
Because I want
Of
to see
course, there'll be
how
other
Breakgate
dinosaurs for
2
you to
is
deal
in
with.
actual gameplay now. Because playing the
The number
beta,
one
it
culprit,
felt
of course,
like
Chaos
Halo
Comps
4,
Omnibus, aka the Compy.
which you know,
What might look like a
not my
decent hiding
favorite
space
because
for
I'm
you
Team
as
Halo
players
2
might
and 3,
actually
which is
be
what
a
Breakgate
refuge
1 was. Breakgate 1 was just Halo 2, and it was great.
As for other species,
But yeah, I got no interest in Battle Royale with it.
roaming around in the background.
Because the reason I like data, Breakgate, it's not Battle Royale. I like the tight level design of like
There
Halo.
are multiple maps and missions that will be playable at launch. Mission Command, the single-player tutorial and introduction level.
Geothermal, where you'll need to repair everything so you can restart the power plant.
Agricultural, which has become a little bit overgrown and it is in need of some weeding.
And biomedical, which is my personal favorite, where you'll have to sneak in.
Chad, are we doing like
Each mission is replayable and is an important piece of the puzzle.
Okay, so
Each
level bait.
detail or
Okay.
collectible that you
Okay,
come
that was my
across will
question.
help you
Oh,
unlock the
like I
lore
didn't
and
catch if
discover
that
the
was like
truth about
PvP or the
disastrous
co-op only, but no
Deathground is
co-op.
launching on
Okay.
Steam Early Access this year. Keep a lookout for our roadmap.
Speaking of when we were Outbreak, now we're just doing Dino Crisis Outbreak.
Deathground is launching into Steam Early Access later this year. Keep an eye out for roar news on that front.
God damn it, Bailey.
Refusing to acknowledge that pun, so let's move on with our second Ones to Watch deep dive, shall we? Here's Rogue Factor to tell us more about the studio's new
Too human?
weird action-adventure game, Hell is Us.
No, never mind. Oh, this is the Death Stranding, Souls-like.
Hatred and lots of it.
Hi everyone, my name is Jonathan Jacques
Is the demo still out for this? I know they put out a demo.
Our director on Hell is Us here at Rogue Factor. So the game that we've been developing for pretty much almost 5 years now is a game called Hell is Us.
Yeah,
so the game is definitely
I
like
called
an
what
action
was going to
adventure
happen
game.
with that
It
game.
is set
I feel
in
like that
North
game was a
rogue state where
just like
there's a
Dead
lot of really
Rising.
weird things
It's
happening.
nothing more than a beta test. Like I still say that game is a beta test for how many enemy can they shove. You know, how many game can they shove onto like the Queen at once inside the RE engine. Dead Rising was like verifying that as well with lighting testing. And then Dragon Dogma, the open world test for Unreal or for RE engine.
Is over your actual thing you needed to
So,
find. Almost all the variables.
I think all this is
connected
just
to
a big
exploration
test for
and
Resident
connected
Evil
to
9.
discovery are given to you in a silver platter.
So it makes sense they wouldn't
we
do
look at it kind of
anything
like
with
the
it.
inverse in our game because
Because they
we got
like
rid
put
of
it
all
out
these
like,
things.
we now got it. We know how it works. We know how it is. We got feedback.
How it was
Move it
straightforward.
on.
And like,
Also,
you
there
have
wasn't
just
anything
enough to
like
know where to
unique
go,
enough
but
about
not
that
too
game.
It's basically how life works. If you think
To
about it,
I feel like to
basically
actually get
orient
like a
ourselves by
decent
sight,
side community
hearing, and
behind
what
it.
people tell us, right?
Cause I feel like other than the whole like enemies on on front of the player as a test, like other than that, it's like maybe the main thing they wanted Dino Crisis still loved.
Right? So Rebecca and Jova.
I don't think it would be that
were
successful if it was Dino Crisis, but
the direction that it took.
hopefully
She
at the
says,
end of the day, that the one thing they are
I don't
getting
know
out of that,
what
just like
word
yeah,
and
people
when
care about
exactly,
Dino
but I know
Crisis.
they
We're
took
why
the
we
road
got
that goes
Dino
behind
Crisis
the weird
1 and 2,
monuments, and she says,
you know,
can see
ported
them
to
from here.
you know
And as we're talking to her,
PlayStation and
behind her,
PC.
quite far, you see some peculiar monument-looking thing. You're like, is that what she's talking about? Like, is that if I go and then you go there and you see the road that turns, and it's maybe the convoy did come here. I think that's kind of very unique. And
I
it
don't
works
like.
really well.
I hate
Game,
the
especially a
double-edged
game
sword
almost 40
of that,
hours,
Joe.
Sometimes it works.
Of just
better than
like on
others.
one hand, it's like supporting like buy-to-play
it's the
multiplayer
joy
game.
of
It's not
exploration,
good
joy of
because
discovery.
community hardly ever bonds around them games anymore. To a good number because it pay.
Talk about Hell is Us without
But on
talking
the
about
other
monsters
hand,
and
is
the
like
enemies, the limbic entities
you
or,
got free to play, but
physical
free to play come with all the free to play
human
problems and
human
like.
negative emotions. What
I
does
feel
emotion look
like multiplayer games at that point is like
So,
damn if you do, damn if you
we
don't
had many
situation.
iterations. We ended up with these kind of, like,
Especially if you're
fractally
making multiplayer games that are very much like
so
a
we have
certain
grief,
kind of
ecstasy,
niche.
terror and rage. So the Hollow
You
Walker
know,
represents a bit. It's
you know,
just
your
us.
like
It's what we call
arena
the Hollow
shooter,
Walker.
your
It's a bit
class
like a
bait shooter, your
facsimile
battle royale
of a human being
shooters,
whose felt is very strong
your
negative
Dota,
emotions.
you know,
And
and like them
they
genres
look
are so
that,
like
'cause,
top
'cause we
heavy.
tried a lot of things, and
then you troll the whole issue of buy to play on top of that, and like,
So you'll be able to play Hell is Us on September 4th, 2025 on Xbox Series
Oh, they're not
X
far up. No wonder we
S,
got a demo.
PlayStation 5, and obviously PC.
but yeah, PvP games I
Wish
feel
list
like
it
just
now,
like
because
fucked
Hell
in
is Us is
2025.
coming to PC and consoles on September 4th.
All right. I think we're due another world premiere, don't you? This one's an
Yeah,
action
I
adventure
think
set in
honestly it was like just like a
Sim.
semi cash in some way with like the microtransaction stuff.
Is it us?
And just make it
Maybe.
buy to
Let's throw
play,
to someone
test
who
the
knows
game,
while I
and
take
then
this
and then make a
totally
little bit money
real
in one
phone call.
type
Hello?
of situation.
Hi.
I don't know, like.
Hey Laura.
I do
hey
feel like
Matt.
multiplayer games as a
super
whole are
excited
just like
to be back
fucked,
on the
you
Future
know,
Game
especially
Show
like the
where I
live server
belong, and you are
types.
doing a fantastic job. Like I said to the producers when I was hosting, if you strike me down, this is live, isn't it?
Yeah, too much time, too much money, you know.
Intel's reached
Yeah,
out,
you know, full now.
I am officially
Like I
in
promise
the
you,
game.
that game like
Actually, Sydney
budget will
just
probably
reminded me they're
nothing,
looking
you know,
a
for
killer
after the
writer
fact.
who can also perform. Let me call Jasmine. Look, it's fine. You're doing great for time. Hey, Jazz.
Hi, Sam.
I've got a really cool.
Wait, what are we doing with
If we're
with the
both
role player
in,
goal?
I'm pretty sure Matt and Laura will be on board too.
Yeah, sure. I'll be in a game with you, but only if you're coming to the D&D group next week because our party could really use the barbarian.
Oh, she's like a
Alright,
widow.
I
Oh,
guess
so she
we're
actually a
all
dab on
doing
this.
That was
Okay.
easy. So let's check out exactly what we're getting ourselves into.
I get good for, but then again, I get it makes sense. Like, dude, slowly go like into the widening field, especially coming out of being a role player content creator. Oh God, Chad! It literally that blob anime. I don't even think of that. I think it's more like that game had a budget, and then they made a game, and then Capcom gave them X amount of money moving forward, and it just wasn't enough to like handle what comes from that stuff. Because the thing to keep in mind about a lot of multiplayer games, wow, you are someone like Wyatt, you know, your company at one game. Or almost one game. I get why more at that point at 2 games and then renting everything else out. But it's like, you know, most of the time a lot of live service multiplayer game and any like normal like games in general, like, because they always have been like the whole thing of like, you know, you have your team and then when it's done, like pretty much everyone else move on or get fired. And then you just have a very small team that you keep in a broom closet somewhere and give them just enough money to not die.
That's
And,
right.
you know,
We're joining Samantha Bayard. Yes, Carla
and when it comes to
herself,
like a lot
and
of
the
that stuff,
awesome
they just don't have
Jasmine Goulart
the
and
budget
Fading
or the
Echo
manpower
coming
to deal with it.
PCs
The
and
Capcom always
consoles
moved on to the net thing in
And
that
you can
case.
wishlist it today on Steam or the Epic Game Store. Go, 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 go.
We got another block of back-to-back trailers up next. Let's dig in.
We got a couple to be honest. Let me see.
We have been blessed to live in times of peace.
Yeah, I don't like game.
But
It
our city
Josh.
is not without its enemies. The demons above.
I don't remember what the other one
And
is.
the beasts below.
All right, I'm pumped. Let's do this.
Oh, I think I don't want to be here. I think it's Josh as well. I think them all the 2 Josh a lot.
All things are possible.
I think. Hey.
Time the three of you learn the true purpose of the bishops. Listen up.
We recruit from the finest soldiers in the trade.
I don't normally get like super excited or super hyped for games. I just don't. I'm
Get past the first year.
Well, Johnson just barely fucking excited for games now.
We gave you those roles for a reason.
I don't blame him. I'd be excited for this too. Look at this. We're getting a 2.5D RPG.
Damn, I love the church.
Which, don't say that. But, I'm kind of excited for that game as well. Like, that's not really a new trailer, though. I think it's the same trailer we have seen before, but yeah, see, Josh is excited. See, both of us can get excited for games sometimes. Only when a game from our childhood, but you know, that's beside the point. Also, are we doing, speaking of childhood, are we doing Gladiates? Is it Gladiates? Am I going to get excited for new Gladiates? I guess they did do that, that collection not that long ago. Also, Chan, I didn't have it on my my bingo card that we were gonna get a SMUP at E3 this year. But speaking of a genre that never get any eyes on it outside of fucking naughty YouTubers. Oh, okay, not. It is not Gladius. Hey, Team NetPad. Oh, yeah. We gotta remember that game, chat, so we can actually play that next week. But Chan, I'm very proud of Josh. He actually found love in his life again. That wasn't I can't speak, chat. D&D or being on a train with a whole bunch of football fans during the World Cup. You know. Actually, might not be excited about that last one, but still. Maybe that game is old enough. Maybe that will get Josh. I don't know. I've never heard him talk about, Titan Quest, but maybe it is. Titan Quest was like what, a big PC game at the early 2000s, so. Who knows? Maybe we're gonna have Was It Any Good coming soon from him on out. Also, by the way, there was I think was it? Wait, was it? I'm trying to remember. I don't think so. No, I was trying to think. Like, was this a game that Sam was also excited for from the Cozy event? But I don't think it was that one. But man, the art looked very similar though. Oh no, there was that. Never mind. Yeah. There was a game Sam got excited for because it got Hobby Moon up, but Mega Man Combat up as well. So that was it. Oh, you shitting me? Joe and Matt collection? Oh, I don't Kickstarter it up. This is another limited one thing. What the hell? Okay, not only was I not expecting a SMUP, but I also wasn't expecting a Joe and Matt game. Or collection, not a new game, but what the hell, man? Oh god, they're adding Rewind? I'm very excited about it. Get that CRT can off my window. Oh my god. What is this showcase? I guess it would make sense that a lot of these games would start showing up, but with limited one being gone. But
heading to the
Future Game Show Steam page.
The Future Game Show's Steam page.
With that out of the way, it's time for a
Sega Genesis and PC Engine is back.
Until Dawn.
Directive 8020 is about a deep space mission to save humanity.
Oh, yeah.
Gets in the way.
I forgot about that game. They announced the game last year. I forgot about it.
We are going to do this. Just
Are you waiting for Until Dawn and Fate, chat?
Those things can change shape.
Wait, are we doing technically?
Don't you ever point that thing at me.
We technically just doing the thing, but in tights. Hopefully this is this shield, hopefully. But yeah, they announced it last shield, right? I totally forgot the game existed.
Subject unidentifiable. We need urgent assistance.
They're just staying in phase. October, there you go. October 2nd.
But what if that went differently? Hey, I'm Will Doyle,
See you on
creative director
Halloween.
on Directive 8020, and I'm here to share with you a new feature that we've added for the first time in a Dark Pictures game. Turning Points is a new narrative system which allows you to go back.
So we counting this as a Dark
the
Picture
outcome of
game.
your choices.
That
As with
cool.
all our games, Directive 8020 has a branching story with multiple endings. You'll be able to track the choices and paths that you've taken in the
That
game,
should be in every
and see
Choose Your Own
alternate
Adventure game.
that link to each of the
Turns to me and is like, so what do you do? And I'm like, oh, I'm involved now.
You all chat.
I don't want to be involved here.
We'll see how different choices would have played out.
I hate to break it to
By the
you,
same
involved
token, your
now.
actions matter in our games. If you want to live by your decisions, there's also a survivor mode setting that prevents you from rewinding, but still lets you view the decision tree.
That
Turning
is what
points
I
will be
want.
available both digitally and physically
Good.
for all copies of the game from when you start your very first mission.
Cause I don't wanna rewind. I just want to see how many branches off of it. Cause that's how you get me to do replay value. Also, the game better be like no more than 4 hours
Directive
long.
8020 introduces the ability
So,
to rewind and change your
I get
choices
4 to
see
8.
the
It need to be
consequences
4 to
of
8
each
at
branch of
best.
path.
It's coming to PC, PlayStation, and
So.
Xbox in 2025. And if it's not on your wish list already,
I do
go fix
coke,
that.
so
next
I
game
can
is
work
just as scary,
longer,
but for
so I
intelligent.
can earn more,
Cairn is
so
a
I can do
death-defying
more
farming
coke.
simulator with a meticulous control
We're not doing coke right
And
now.
here's the game bakers to
That
tell
is for off stream and on the weekends.
Cairn is what we call a survival climber. Your goal is to climb a mountain and reach a summit no one has ever conquered.
I'm getting low on my
You can
coke
climb almost
supply. I
anywhere,
gotta say,
and
we're
the
getting
climbing
low.
mechanics are highly realistic. You'll need to
I need it for
carefully
that
manage your
week,
balance
but
and
you
stamina.
know.
Make a mistake, and you'll fall and get hurt. For the first time, we are also showing what it's like to climb at
Oh,
high
dude, yeah. If I
altitudes.
honestly, Joe, if depending on
get
how much
there,
it is, if I can
you'll
afford
face
it come
ice
October,
walls,
yes.
which require to use ice axes.
It
and
will be eventually
But
be a
don't think you
Halloween
can
game.
just
It's
jam
just the
your
question
tools
is,
into the ice.
will it be this Halloween?
Ice climbing is precise.
It all gonna come down to
Using
finance.
the earth I got left. And edges.
I'm gonna get real weird with it.
But
Cairn's
yeah,
realistic
it all
climbing
come down to
system
finance
also
or all
supports
come
mixed
down to
climbing.
them sending me a key.
That means you can have one
One
hand
or
on
the
the
other.
rock and the other using an ice tool. It's up to you to read the rock
And when I
face
say
and
Coke,
choose the most
I mean
fun.
Coca-Cola.
Cairn is coming up
Oh,
on PlayStation 5 and
oh,
Steam
today.
later this year. You can already give it a
Pego.
try in the demo available on PC and PS5.
We got Fego now, only because there were 48 cam for $7
Cairn is
bucks.
coming to PlayStation and PC later this year. And you can also check out a free demo on
That
both
too.
platforms.
I guess we
after the
could.
show.
We could do that. I will.
We're mixing things up with a double bill of trailers. Here are two great
We need to
games
see
from
how
our
much it
friends
is.
at
Because isn't like most of the Dark Picture games like 40-ish? I need to look and see. Was that just straight up ass? Chat, is that straight up ass or is that just tan quarter pants? I can't tell, chat. I think okay. Nope, that is just ass. Yep. We are literally doing the Joanna outfit, but without the letter now. Yeah. Oh God, did they? Are they gonna be one of them cases? Like, don't get me wrong, we're doing pre-window stuff. I'm so happy pre-window is coming back, but yeah, it looked very questionable. Like, they would look like pants. Cause you can see like the inner lining in the middle, but some of them other shots just look like straight up ass. I feel like they are picking the game to put in it to be like, you know, so all the pissy little naughty quickles on Twitter can't scream about woke shit when it's like here you go, here you appear one asshole, you know. Also, what is this? Are we doing Kingfield? They're doing Bug Kingfield? Because honestly, I feel like there have been a handful of games, like, at these showcases that are just, like, oddly sexual out of the blue, and I feel like it's just there to not have people bitch and whine on Twitter. You know, I thought greenlighting them. That or maybe, just maybe these showcases are starting to learn that some of them hentai games over on Steam are actually pretty good. Porn aside, or actual, some of them are actually really good games that just happen to have dicks and vaginas. But, you know, there are a handful of them games that are all really good. I'm looking at you busting out.
Hella is coming soon to PC, PlayStation, and Xbox, so give it a wish list on Steam or the Epic Game Store.
Moving swiftly on.
What?
It's time for a look at
What the
Ludo.
fuck? Did we skip
This
again?
Is a psychological
I think we
thriller
skipped
where
again,
the
chat.
protagonist is trapped inside their own home, and we're about to find out.
I think we literally just had like a 2-second video of a wat, and that was it because they fucked up the video.
How can you distinguish between what is real?
Yeah, it looked like you're playing a mount with a tail and backpack.
What you see? What you hear?
What? Honestly,
when everything starts to feel wrong.
How do you fuck up a VOD? You know? How the fuck do you fuck up a VOD that you're streaming? I could get maybe some drop frames. I could get like that. It look like it's someone literally at PC Game, or not PC Game, or whatever the gaming company, I don't remember offhand. Whoever is wanting this, are they just sitting there with like OBS open and the video on a side monitor, and they like doing other shit? And they just randomly, accidentally, you know, like when you move your mouse around, they just moving the mouse too far to the left or right, and just make the video pause and skip and fast forward, and they just like, oh, I don't get paid enough for this shit, and just keep going. Like, what the fuck, man? What is happening?
Ludo is coming to PC, PS5, and Xbox. In the meantime, you can wishlist it on Steam or the Epic Game Store.
It's world premiere time again, and this next
Is
reveal
it?
arrives with an
Or we're gonna
introduction from
travel
a
back in
very
time?
special someone.
I don't know anymore. Hey!
I'm excited to be a
What the
part
fuck
of
you doing here,
Future Game Show
Yoshi?
2025. There are so many
I love your
amazing
Ultraman
games coming
statue.
out, and I'm very happy that I
Chat,
have
it
a
is
bit more
legit.
time
He
to
got a
play them
Kama
these
Idol
days.
belt.
As many
Hi.
of you know,
Have they announced
I have been a
Rainbow
huge
Moon
fan
3
of
yet?
the work of
I don't know,
any
whoever over the stream is
Synapse
skipping around too
my
much, so
favorite
maybe.
VR game of all time.
How you doing, Sam?
And I'm honored to
I'm
present
sorry, I'm freaking
this
out. The
new
Ultraman and a Conwell
groundbreaking
Fives
title
belt
from
in the
the team.
background. And I want to know if this is
If
his
you are
actual
at
office
Summer
or
Game
not.
Fest, I shall see you on the show floor at the End Dreams booth.
How you doing,
So,
Sam?
It is my pleasure.
They did announce
to
a whole bunch of stuff
introduce
Sam
you
wants, so
to
that's something.
Reach.
Come on, give me. That did not. I was gonna say, am I gonna get like a Ultraman like Fives cross? Oh, it Dreams. Wait, what? Wait, no, this is different. This is not the game Dreams. Is it? Wait, YouTube interfering in Twitch issue. We have an alternate feed on Twitch or FGF.
Ludo is coming to
Wait,
PC,
what?
PS5, and Xbox.
Oh,
In the
God.
meantime, you
They
can
literally
wishlist
putting
it
a
on
tech
Steam
thing up.
or the Epic Game Store.
Okay, hang on.
It's world premiere time again, and this next reveal arrives with an introduction from a very special someone.
Okay, hang on. I'm checking the Twitch stream.
Hello, everyone. I'm excited to be a part of Future Game Show 2025. There are so many amazing games
Hang on,
coming
chat.
out, and I'm very
Oh,
happy
fuck off,
that
Game
I have
Awards.
a bit more time to play them these days.
Where
As many
where
of
did
you
Twitch
know,
stream?
I have been a huge fan of the work of Any Dreams. Synapse is
Hang on,
my
give me a second,
favorite
chat.
VR game of all time, and I'm honored to present this new groundbreaking title from the team. If you are at Summer Game Fest, I shall see you on the show floor
Is
at
it?
the End Dreams booth. So, it is my
I'm getting
pleasure
I'm getting ad
to
on Twitch.
introduce you to Reach.
I'm getting an ad on Twitch. That's why I wasn't watching on Twitch. What about FGF? Hang on. Hang on. Let's go to FGF so we can rewind, chat. Isn't it the version I'm always watching? What is happening? I'm so confused. Was this what I was? Yeah, I can Twitch it out of. Cause the Twitch thing. Are we going to Twitch? Chat. Are we just going to the Twitch page? I got the Twitch page up.
Mystery. To the annoyance of the duck detective, he is joined by a new partner
Okay, yep.
in solving crime.
Yep, they all
Freddy
having
the
a kip.
crocodile.
Hang on.
Work together to unravel it.
Fuck that. We're going over here, chat. Why is that so loud? Everybody's just coming over here. We can't rewind it, but... Okay, I don't think we met much. I saw the Goots game. We saw the Goot game earlier. We saw it yesterday. I think we're fine. God, what the hell is going on? What the hell is going on with YouTube? Yeah, this is the reason we need the ability to rewind on Twitch already and not behind a paywall. Are we gonna look at the theme page after this? So if we miss anything, we will see. Cause you know we gotta do paddle pond stuff right now. Wait, do they? Can you actually rewind on Kick? I did not know that. But I know YouTube has it. YouTube has it, and then Twitch was like saying they're locking it behind a paywall. Dude, that's interesting. Too bad this shit probably not on Kick, because let's be honest, no company in the right mind be on Kick right now, but you know.
Ratatan is coming to Steam early
but yeah,
access
see
on
the
July
game
25th.
today,
There's a free demo available on
we got
Steam
this,
if you wanna
and then we got Green Gaming after this.
Christie, Death on the Nile. An interactive 70s twist on the
But yeah,
beloved
today was a
detective
lot of indie stuff. But Sam did join me for the Wholesome event that morning. And I need to look up the name of the game because I don't know the name of the game offhand. But something out. Also, welcome to the crew chat. That is like a Hobbit Moon game, but it also had like foraging in it, and it's like an education game. So like an education game to teach you on how to like Hobbit plants and mushrooms, and then how to make recipes and medicine with it.
Why I asked you to
So
come.
like legit. And then they had just like Stardew Valley mechanics on top of it. And Sam is very excited for it.
Passengers are present for the meeting.
But
yes, we keep the list.
but yeah, like that is like the big game today.
I'm sorry to disrupt what promised.
And also we got Joe and Matt we made.
But I have some terrible news.
Maybe the character they showed was a female, so I don't know if you can make a character, but we better be. If we're gonna do real life foraging with the dating sim of Harvey Moon.
You got here quickly. I've just finished my latest case.
Also, speaking of Harvey Moon stuff and Stardew Valley stuff.
Let's see what I can find.
The other thing Sam got excited about, I don't know, like maybe the state of mind, I don't know, but Sam now wants the new Doria season game.
A dangerous one.
Like I showed him videos of it in the past. She's like, oh, I don't want it. I only want Wonderful Life. But, you know, Sam being tucking away. But today when they did the video about it, probably because that Sam put it, they like focused on wanting a store, and it finally won over. So there might be in August. I think in August it comes out. So Sam might be trying to do that. So.
Agatha
So,
Christie,
yeah.
Death on the Nile is coming to
Oh God!
PC
Now the
and
bitrate is
consoles
fucked over
in
here.
September of 2025, but you can wishlist it now on Steam
Okay, we
or
fine.
the Epic Game Store.
The bitrate
Okay,
just
I don't
not
wanna
great
build
here
up this
again.
next trailer too much, but let's just say you're gonna flip.
Oh, is this the vampire game? Is it the vampire game where you like buy a house and you have to redecorate it to sell it? Wait, Gooby. Wait, is it Gooby Doo? It is a Gooby Doo thing. Are we playing a villain trying to kill Scooby-Doo. Is that what we are doing, chat? If so, WB is going ham now. Oh my god, it is. Okay, are you playing at a Scooby gang? Flipping houses? Or are you the monster trying to kill Scooby-Doo?
House Flipper 2 Scooby-Doo is meddling its way onto PC and consoles this Scootober.
Oh wait, or the DLC for House Flipper. I think it's the
We
DLC.
show you our final ones to watch.
Yeah, wasn't a house flipping? Was just we like doing literally house flipping? How the fuck is that gonna work? Oh, picking a Mafia up. How the fuck is that gonna work with Scooby-Doo though? Are you gonna make just a house with Scooby-Doo items in it? You know, is that all it is?
Mafia: The Old Country is
I have
both
questions.
a prequel to the original Mafia trilogy, and it also sets things up for what might be to come in the future.
Are you
Going back
telling
to
me I can make a
1900s
kitchen
Sicily,
just nothing but
so
Scooby
the
sat
birth
and
of not
sandwiches,
just the
depending
Mafia
on which voice
game,
actor
but
it is for
also
Shaggy.
Actual Mafia itself, back to where organised crime first really came from.
Fuck off,
Mafia: The Old
Twitch.
Country, you play as
I don't want to see
a
ads.
character called Enzo Favara, who's an upcoming
See, there was other we doing well and
trying
watching
to
on
make his way
Twitch. They
into
would be wanting
cinema.
ads.
As a child, he's worked in the sulfur mines, sold there by his parents, a really horrible upbringing for a kid, which unfortunately happened back in those days. So he doesn't know family, he doesn't really know love. He escapes, he falls in with the
Yeah, I need to
Torrisi
see how
crime
much Hal
family,
Flip would
and then
now.
This game really, this story shows his rise through the ranks as he goes from being this impoverished young man to a made man.
For Mafia: The Old Country, we moved to Unreal Engine 5, which has really enabled us to do incredible things with the characters, with the landscape.
I love how it feels surprising when they'll be like, "We on Unreal!" Like, yeah, no shit.
Has undergone a significant graphical upgrade.
Mafia has always been about pushing the technology of its day to do the best in cinematic storytelling and exciting narrative gameplay. It really makes what's already
Maybe
an emotional
I think
story
for them
even
nailing
more
it might be
emotional and
questionable,
meaningful.
but
We've been able to capture incredible nuances in the mocap.
Maybe
and the
Mafia
acting
1
and all
I
of the
could see,
character
maybe.
performances that's really helped us to bring our story to life.
But then again,
And there's a
Mafia
little
2
treat
have
in what's in
unedited
store.
Playboy
We've got a
magazines in it,
cinematic show
so
which shows a key moment in Enzo's story.
Peggy 18.
oh god, oh, for a second there I thought we were skipping again, chat. I think that was actually that one might have been on purpose.
Come forward.
Yeah, I don't remember like Mafia 3 having something like we are changing tech forever.
Are bound by blood.
Like, I don't remember any of that in the marketing. Like they trying to do with that one.
Follow a code of honor.
But how much of that is just trying to like, you know,
Is a way of life.
suckle on the tit of Unreal, you know?
Brotherhood.
Cause let's be honest, Unreal is like a talking point to like the casual person.
Those who stand after your side.
You know?
This life is one of secrecy. If you make a friend, meet a woman, they must not know about our thing. It is binding.
Yeah, I think it's like the whole reason you've seen like the Unreal thing. It's like Unreal is just like very much trying to like trying to get it as like a keyword type of deal.
Do you wish to commit?
You know, like the whole thing of like back in the day of like they're trying to get like Unreal tied to like frame generation or like real-time lighting or in-engine, you know, trying to be like that kind of stuff. I'm just trying to get the casual fan to just be like, ooh, it Unreal, it's gonna be pretty, you know, it's just trying to do that.
Of all here present,
You know,
join me.
they're trying to make it a like, you know, a talking point of incitement instead of the game being exciting, it's just being like the avid person being like, ooh, it Unreal, it's gonna be great, you know, trying to do that no matter what the game is. But hey, Lee didn't slip the hand, chat. But you know, the hand, it, you know, kind of need that to do stuff with. But also, that is so little blood for it. If you guys have ever slit your, like, lip, you bleed so much fucking more than that. Holy shit.
I swear my loyalty to this family.
I swear my loyalty to this family.
Also, born in the hand and probably way worse so now thinking about it.
Must burn like this saint if I do not keep my oath.
My flesh must burn like this saint if I do not keep my oath.
Welcome, Enzo.
Benvenuto, Enzo.
Benvenuto, Enzo. Benvenuto.
Salute.
Salute.
Now the question is, it's like 30 hours into the game, chat. Or you think this is gonna be like the fourth like hour? Kinda, you're not wrong, Joe. They're trying to turn it into a hype board.
When Mafia of the Old Country lands on August 8th for PC, PlayStation, and Xbox.
Well, for me, when I hear Unreal, like, oh, I know what the stream or what the issue going to be.
All over social media, this is a time-hopping brawler where you solve puzzles.
But then again, I do that with any engine I have affiliate with. Because I mean like the game is bad or anything, just like, you know, all engines have like a kink to it.
The game director at Raw Games, a small indie team scattered around.
So like the whole thing is like trying to build your game around the kinks.
The true power of the spark.
Which is the main reason every time I hear like a open world MMO, you know, being made in Unreal, like, you know, I slowly squint a little in myself.
Ancestor.
Well, that new tech they were talking about at the Unreal event actually gonna fix it, but I don't got that much faith.
All three characters to explore, deal with tricky enemy types, and solve puzzles. It also answers questions you thought you'd never ask. Like, how the hell does this black boxer have a Viking for the great-great-great-grandpa? Or why does this train car turn into a giant rock? And the biggest question is, why did they risky roll with such a difficult project? Because we wanted to play a game where you can start with classic 1-2, then send your opponent across the arena with your hammer, switch again to pull this dude a little closer, hit him with a huge combo across all.
You know, they all very excited, but
The hell are you?
And now we're making that game with the blood, sweat, and spark. Tenet of the spark. You got it, right?
I don't know about that, Chan.
Watch up.
We're not dropping the release date yet because we want to do it right.
I feel like that could be one of them games that everybody's just gonna forget about after that. Don't get me wrong, they seem like they're trying to channel the anal like Harris a little bit.
You never know.
You know, I feel like they're trying to channel his energy, but without like the sincereness of him.
Thank you to Roar Games for the inside scoop on Tenet of the Spark. It's coming soon to PC and consoles, so pop it on your wish lists. All right, what have you got for us, Laura?
A first look at gameplay for Creasol, Feeder of Idols. This is a first-person horror shooter for fans of BioShock and Resident Evil. You fight creepy statues on a tormented island and use blood as your ammunition.
I'm gonna pre-order it right now.
Almighty Son, guide my path.
Hey, another Boomhout game. Okay. You know what I'm doing, Whitlet? I just gotta make Whitlet every Boomhout game for Sam, cause Sam loves Boomhouts.
That's the shadows.
Like, you give Sam Boomhout an A24, she happy. Wow, what a mansion!
Let your sacred light vanish.
I feel more BioShock than Resident Evil in this. Speaking of BioShock, that's just BioShock 2 right there.
I am to fall. Let my flesh turn to ash.
Also, the other thing, we're gonna use blood at ammo. We'll suit up 51 right now.
Listen to you.
Visually is an interesting gimmick. We'll see if it's anything more than animation, though. Yeah, they feel way more BioShocky to me.
consumed in your flames.
I feel like more Bioshocky met with like Painkiller a little bit, at least in tone.
Okay, so.
Hey, Kent. Oh, that how you doing? But it sounded like you stuck in bed, right?
That was good.
You're telling me.
The love or
Pre-Soul
whatnot.
Fever
Actually
is
doing
coming to
swimming
PC,
for
Xbox,
however
and
many
PS5
months.
later this year, and your Steam wish lists in just a few moments, probably.
Yeah, chatted being chat. I know. I know.
At the final trailer.
Okay. Well,
Chatted doing shit, Coon.
How do you want to do this?
Okay.
But how you doing other than being
sore?
sore?
To that camera right there,
okay.
and we're both sad that the show's over.
God, it's been 10 years.
Because that last trailer's really cool, and so
No wonder
folks at
you
home will be
fucked up.
happy,
No
and
wonder.
We did a good job, I think. So, does that work?
You know, sounds perfect to me.
Has it always been 90 minutes?
Final world premiere.
I feel like it haven't been 90 minutes with all the tech issues they've been having.
Ooh, I liked it.
By the way, Coon, this whole stream of future game show.
Welcome, sisters.
It's nothing but broken, at least on YouTube. It got so broken on YouTube they ended up putting out a Dick Claymore on the Queen to tell everybody to go to Twitch.
Honor to the parish to serve the will of Mother.
Are you gonna finally give me Van Peel too?
Let us see what flowers she's given us.
I want Van Peel, chat.
Such
I want a sequel to Van Peel so bad.
So full of promise. Now, I must confess a change in plans.
I think there's a new IP. I don't recognize this yet. Well, something happened when the stream was like dying on the end. Not really. Like today, probably the best stream today was wholesome. Once again, it's like, you know, depending on if anything we met during the clashes. Probably like honestly the biggest thing. Oh, not Van Peel, and also that was a whole bunch of nothingness.
No, hold on. I've got something to show you.
Oh, we seen gameplay? Wait, launching on PC today.
Ah, I bet you didn't expect that, did you?
Chat, there's some like random local PC thing I'm not aware of. They feel like they're trying to make this a big deal, but
That was your first look at Ritual Tides, a terrifying odyssey.
I don't know what the fuck that is.
Lovecraftian terrors. Wishlist it now because it's coming soon to PC.
We'll have the full gameplay revealed during the next Future Games show in August, so mark your calendars for that. However, that does mean we've reached the very end of this year's summer show.
But yeah, the only thing that like for me is
Live from Los
that is a
Angeles
little
airs right
interesting
after this,
is like
with even more
a
exclusive
new game
trailers,
from the
developer
Wild
deep
or
dives,
back up
and
the line.
world premieres.
We'd like to
But it
thank
looked like a
everybody who was
walking
tuned
sim
into the
though,
Summer
so
Showcase, as well as the Dreamweaving developers
like a
who
boogie
put their
walking
all
sim,
into those
so
amazing trailers we debuted today.
And remember, you can head to the dedicated Future Game Show Steam page to wishlist your favorite games from today's
yeah,
show.
we're gonna have to do that
We'll
and figure
also
out
have
what
follow-up
game we
content on
missed from the fuck
GameTrader.com
up.
and the FGS YouTube channel.
I'm Matt Mercer.
And I'm Laura Bailey.
And
this has been the Future Game Show Summer Showcase 2025.
Let's see, chat. Let's see if anything to sizzle will. I get technically. We could always be a dick and say the Red No Evil game with the lady who was wearing a thong. You know. What is it gonna be? This is just gonna be like live stuff, like not like actual event. Hang on. I think we will give this a couple seconds to see what this is exactly. It can't be any worse than the IO event last night, right? So.
What a Hollywood ending to the Future Game Show Summer Showcase. Thank you very much.
Well, somebody at AEW fan.
Host, but it is not over yet. As you might be able to tell, there are some new stars in town. That being myself, Jules Gill,
and myself, Amy Mallet, and welcome
Why
to
your audio so
FGS
low?
Live from Los Angeles. We are bringing you today some exclusive new trailers, demo drops, release date announcements, and of course, world premieres.
In fact, let's
Wait,
start with
what?
our very first exclusive. It is our very first world premiere.
Wait, it is the reason they said 90 minutes? It's because I got that part 2? Actually, I guess that would make sense, because it'd been like only like an hour and a half. And that's not 90 minutes, is it? Wait, it is, Onworld? Is it just Onworld 2? They look like Onworld 2. The hat kind of giving it away. I have a question, chap. Do any of you know if this is actually new, or did we know Onworld 2 was coming? Because I know you still play Onworld, like, the call got a free copy of Onworld like years ago that he gave to me. So, I do need to play it at some point. I don't remember the animal thing in Onworld, but I could be wrong. Oh my god, we got Pokemon Fusion. And can't forget about fishing. How about you on a bet, Pat? All the good stuff is going to be in this showcase, isn't it? Also, how the audio, since we're dealing with a totally different stream, I guess, now. Let me know if any of up on the game or me any at all. I agree. Yeah. Oh, not Onwards. Okay, never mind. Sounding good? Okay. Okay, I couldn't tell because, you know, it's fucking all over the place today.
You can become a pirate, transform into an animal, and build your own skyfaring vessel, and do it all with your mates.
I feel like they've been
video games no more.
We watch video games. We were watching video games.
No, just having hair at will. Ah, fair.
But I feel like there've been a couple games like that today. It's been over the yesterday. Either way, like it's been a few trailers that just like.
Shock you. Good, because I do have a weak heart. But our next game is a terrifying twist on an old school classic.
Wait, what?
Let's have a look at the multiplayer mode for System Shock 2's remaster. Whoa!
Wait, we're gonna we just gonna pull everything? Okay. Hey, hi night day. But there have been a few trailers that just like just dragged on a lot this year.
First die. Did you kill him?
I shot him. He's still alive though.
So, in order to get out of that room, you're gonna have to push a button.
Is it new, champ?
Okay, you jumped down, okay.
I don't remember System Shock having multiplayer.
There's probably a hypo for that.
I might have.
I feel like they were what? Maybe at best a random mod back in the day.
Okay. Oh, this is a craft element.
It night dive, so you know, maybe night diving in between projects right now.
But it's
maybe that why. I feel like honestly, I feel like this is something we are missing too. I feel like this was like probably some random mod that someone made in the 90s and they're just remastering the mod, kind of like what is happening with like Nightmare House. Any if I can't fucking wait for the Nightmare House remake.
My mates. Indeed, and you can blast Showdown back to base elements when System Shock 2's remaster releases on June the 26th. Now, Jules, do you know what else is fun? Ripping off somebody's skin, wearing it to fool their mates, and then pretending to worship an eldritch god? That was actually exactly what I was going to say. How did you... I wrote this part of the script, so yeah. Oh, fair. This is Necrofugitive.
In Necrofugitive, you are the monster. The nation of
Damn right,
Avencia
we
is
are,
at
chap.
war. As the last surviving member of your cult, your deity has gifted you with unholy powers. Shapeshift through the kingdom, transform into enemies and deceive your foes. Unleash chaos wherever you go.
Yeah, them mics get very fucked up.
And create the ultimate heretic.
I don't know if we have subtitles or anything on Twitch, do we? No, no subtitles on Twitch.
Go however you want toward freedom. The choice is yours.
I'm convinced like no one know how to audio mix this year. Also, they came into 2D. Oh god, what was that superhero game called?
Necrofugitive is coming to Kickstarter.
But you had like a motto or something in you.
Pre-order now and get a free copy of Dead Man's Hand card roulette action when you purchase the full game. Necrofugitive.
Cool, I guess.
Demo available on Steam. Pre-order now.
I didn't look that bad.
Necro Fugitive is coming to PC and consoles with a Kickstarter launching on June 24th.
Also, I don't think it helping they are going between multiple mics.
Absolutely love it. But you know what else I absolutely love? Go on. Planning road networks for busy cities.
Oh, it's a wild Friday night over at your house, isn't it?
You have no idea, mate.
Well, you're in luck because our next game is the Golden Joystick.
There are a lot of Kickstarter here, Coon.
Which is bringing out a brand new game mode. Ooh, how exciting!
Today, like Indie Day, and I would say we probably have seen a Kickstarter announcement probably 7-8 times at this point. There've been a lot of Kickstarter stuff at the event. I like hell that, I don't know if you remember it. I don't remember the name of it, but the one where you play like a lady who rides around on like a witch broom delivering mail. And it literally looked like SSX, but with a broomstick. It's been at pretty much like all these showcases for the last like 3 to 4 years.
How does a game look?
Yeah, mid-tape it a whole thing.
At the same time.
They spent a couple $1 million getting the audio. They gotta pimp it out. But yeah, either way, the game I'm talking about though, like that game been at like these showcases probably for like 3-4 years now, and then they announced it today they couldn't find a publisher. Nobody would publish the game, so they doing a Kickstarter to get published.
This is Moros Protocol.
So that is like a whole thing. Like, yeah, Kickstarter is really big this year. Yeah, with some, hey, Boomo Shooter Time Chat. Yeah, I get when you start getting like some of them bands, like some of them bands alone, it probably what, like 6-7 million for the license, maybe more. Also, this is the booty Boomo Shooter. Speaking of another game we have seen multiple times. Man, no booties that time though.
Can you
in the very fourth trailer, it was just apps, and now no apps.
Well,
what happened?
Yourself when the Morose Protocol drops on PCs later this year. And
there can only be so many asses in each of these showcases,
so,
I guess.
What's your deepest fear? Well, that is a tough one, actually. It could either be my cats finally becoming sentient and telling me that I'm too needy, or that my beard hair falls out and you find.
Oh, don't worry, cats always saying that,
hold
bud.
on to those harrowing thoughts because we're about to have an interview with developers Variable State for upcoming sci-fi horror Deepest Fear. Have you really got no chin?
Like a turtle.
Welcome to just having a build chat.
Hi, I'm Jonathan.
None of it would builds have a chance.
Right now, our team is working on Deepest Fear, a claustrophobic horror shooter in a retro-futuristic setting. You play Danny Carroll, survivor of a catastrophic disaster aboard an underwater habitat. Far beneath the ocean,
not a walking sound, but
which throws mankind's
got a
future
gun.
into jeopardy. You must fight your way to the heart of a sinister project and uncover a mystery both deeply personal and profound in its implications.
Why looking like something out of Alien a little bit.
Level design. It's a spiritual successor to games like System Shock 2 and Prey 2017.
Go on.
What distinguishes Deepest Fear from similar titles is its unique focus on real-time fluid simulation. Water in Deepest Fear looks and behaves in physically
I got memories of this shit.
It flows over surfaces and floods environments.
Have you ever played Hydrophobia, Champ?
It knocks you off your feet with surging currents and deadly vortexes. And it can be manipulated by
okay, I see the play reference.
And using tools and equipment unique to our sci-fi setting.
I see the play reference now.
Pathogen has infected the ocean itself.
But yeah, the water stuff is like, yeah, this is Hydrophobia. Hydrophobia was really cool at the time.
Every puddle, leak, or water source is a potential spawn point for an entity to strike. Some of the greatest stories ever told in games have come from the horror genre. Our ambition is for Deepest Fear to sit alongside these great works. Success is not guaranteed, but we know our commitment to quality and creativity are second to none. We would accept nothing less than to make the best game possible.
Wait, Indie Horde, Twin, a Paper Pleaver Horde. Yeah, there was a couple of them though that morning that kind of had that.
Expect intuitive, customizable controls, and expect high, stable frame rates across a range of hardware specs.
Yeah, it seems like that is like the indies are kind of going that way right now.
Other platforms, please let those platform holders know we want it too.
Okay.
Deepest Fear's development, we'll have more to share about the game in the coming months.
This is like a curiosity game. I feel like this is one of them game like.
We want Deepest Fear to be the next.
Like seeing it and seeing. Hey, okay, most of sim. You're doing some bulbs there, bud. But like, I feel like the game might have promise.
Enjoy the rest of the show. Bye.
But that was still a lot of you know how we were saying about Unreal being like a ball peel. That was a lot of bob and keyboard there.
If you're looking for a horror show underwater, then Deepest Fear may be the game for you.
It sounds chilling, Jules, which right now would be
I
most
agree.
welcome.
I agree,
Getting
Coon.
crispy in the LA sun.
Yeah, tell me about it. Even though I've got Factor 1000.
That like the whole like Tet the Beat shit.
In fact, I'm gonna need to take a breather for a bit, if that's okay.
That's absolutely fine. In fact, our next
At least
game
the good thing, at least watching the accessibility showcase, like every one of them had it.
Half asleep with your hand on the mouse.
I think it was only like one game at that whole showcase that didn't have custom controls. Oh yeah, this is the game that is Battle Network. I thought they came out, chat. Or this is a 1.0 announcement. It might be a 1.0 announcement. Man, level 41, huh? Oh, god damn it. And another fucking... Ah! And another TikTok. Not TikTok. And another Twitch game. God damn it. Where is my Digimon? Where is my Monsters? A freaking capsule. Like, shit. I want my Tamagotchi, damn it.
And you can wish this Berserk bits over on Steam right now.
I'm gonna have to make my own goddamn Tamagotchi.
Launch later this year.
Goddamn Twitch games.
Thy ears, Julian.
Speaking of a twin, I think they're a studio that's just publishing all these. We saw like 8 of them game today.
The soundtrack is woven into the gameplay. Here's Mixtape.
I want my Tamagotchi seal. By the way, if you did not...
What are we doing? Hanging out.
Okay.
Getting buzzed.
What I'm meaning by it, Coon, this is the whole trend today. You guys have seen Mixtape 100 times. It's fine.
3 friends on their last night together. And they listened to this
so it's a trend that's happening today in the indie space, because these all been like mainly indie showcases. You know them games that you will see on some streamers where like you will have like on the bottom of the Twitch stream would be like little characters, or like I know like Pirate Software did Bellis at one point. So you probably have seen that one, Coon. But like the little like lower store games that exist like on your desktop, or you can put them in the stream and have like people in chat come in and like type in their name and a little character will pop on the bottom of the screen and be named after the person in chat. There are a lot of games like that happening. Like we literally had like 8 of them announced today. We had one that was like an animal thing. We had one now we got the Mega Man one. We got another one that's like a fishing game. But yeah, it's been like a lot of them. But they are like the little like bottom door like little mini games that you can just set on your desktop to just fuck with when you are bored, or connect to Twitch, and then Twitch chat can do things while they are playing, while you're playing games or doing whatever. But I've just been calling them Twitch games because most of them, when we see them on Twitch, it has some type of chat crossover.
Hangout movies like Days and
And I've been talking about how I want like a Tamagotchi or like a Digimon like that to just set in the corner, and then you just like feed it throughout the day. Just like normal Tamagotchi stuff, but digital.
Hard to draw some comparisons to what it is. I think it's a weird mishmash of different things.
But yeah, I don't know what they actually call, but I just call them Twitch games.
Something you could draw on. Obviously, it's tonally whiplash from that game. But
let me see. Let me see if I can find an example of this.
Music of different.
I'm pretty sure if I go look at an IOL stream, I will find the shit.
A different gameplay. Mixtape. It's coming very soon. Wishlisted on
Also,
Steam,
they really want Mixtape to be
Xbox,
successful, chat.
Past Day One, PlayStation, Epic, wherever. Sega Dreamcast. Please go out and play it.
Nice.
Thanks very much.
I know they're probably joking about the Dreamcast, but let's be honest, it could get ported. Stranger things have happened.
Okay.
And also, the Dreamcast community is insane.
featuring an ear-tickling soundtrack of absolute bangers. Mixtape is coming to PC, PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series later this year. They had me at toilet roll TPing a house.
Not enough games have that as a feature, in my opinion, over there. Now, Ames, I just want to say something right here, right now. I think that you would make a great...
Yeah, like, the stuff I'm talking about do exist. Like I said, there was a handful of games on Steam.
You would give one hell of a rousing speech.
Oh, thanks, man.
Let
I
me
think you make a pretty
see.
good monarch, too. After all, Jules, the crown
Hang on.
jewels.
Let me see.
The
Let me get
pros,
Steam
it
real
rises
fast so I can look this up while they
We're going
talking.
to be talking about Thrive Heavy Lies the Crown is a medieval monarch simulator that is multiplayer, so we can play together. Take a look.
Oh, well, we getting prison huts. Okay, we gotta leave one game here I want to see. Dream avatars, that's what I'm thinking of. Yeah, this shit. This is what the stuff I was talking about. These, like the little lower doors of like people from Twitch
Thrive
chat.
Heavy Lies the Crown is out now in early access, and if you play it, you too can build your own medieval
But yeah,
legacy.
it like
I'm practicing my breach and clear maneuvers, Jules.
Right, that seems like the obvious time
But
to
yeah,
do that.
like this
It actually
stuff.
is,
But like the
because
one
in
they
our
just showed was like the
next game, you and
like a
three
Mega
friends
Man
can take part
version
in
of
police
this.
raids as a crack team of operatives.
But
This is
But yeah,
Phantom
this
Squad.
stuff. We have got so many of them today. Like I said, I think we got like 6, 7, something like that, maybe more. And every time I see it, I'm just like, it's just, I want a Tamagotchi. Because I was watching like a video while we were walking on top, probably like a week or 2 ago. And they were like talking about the history of like Digimon and Tamagotchis. And like reviewing like all the ones that have been released for the digital pet stuff.
Louise, that
And like after watching that video, I had that epiphany moment of like, why don't we have one of these like the Twitch pet stuff?
Lovely stuff. Well, I'll tell you what, let's keep the action
Or like
going,
the
because
stuff
now
where, you know, you have
we're
like
gonna
Miku on your
Factor
queen,
and
you
their
can like drag her
upcoming
around in the bottom
Hell
corner.
Is us. They took us on a
Like
lovely
I had a
studio
moment
tour
of real
and gave us
like,
a
why
development
don't
interview,
we
which
have a
is coming up
Tamagotchi like
now.
this? And now today we getting all these games and none of them are Tamagotchi.
So Hell is Us, in terms of
I'm
genre,
so sad.
for me, it's just an adventure game, and I truly mean this in the sense that you're going to go live an adventure with a very strong emphasis on exploration and discovery, with absolutely no hand-holding, and it's kind of 50% exploration, 50% combat, so third-person melee combat with medieval weapons, even though it takes place in the modern era. There's a whole
My
story
question is,
behind
is
that,
it
of
technically
course.
leaning towards
yeah,
Souls,
I mean, you're by
or
yourself, and you need to figure out what's going on and go on investigations.
It look like it
fight your
is.
way
Just the
through at
question
same
is like,
time.
is it gonna be hard Souls or is it just like action? But then
So
again,
today,
at that
I'll
point,
talk
I get
about,
technically
the
Soul
dungeons
games
in
are
Hell's
just
Us
action
and what they
games.
mean and why they're there.
At that
They're
point,
so linked to the story and the lore and the deep history of the country and why all of that stuff is happening without spoiling anything. And they're tremendously at the center of your golden path and what you need to achieve.
oh, them like the bomb piles, by the way.
I don't want the
Or they're your
dungeons to be
doors.
in modern environments as well, like an abandoned warehouse or an abandoned metro station or stuff. I still wanted the dungeons to be like, you feel like you're Indiana Jones, you know what I mean? And you need to go through them, and there's puzzles and there's things to figure out. There's side stuff in them as well, and there are main challenges
me
at the
see
end,
that
which are
code.
not always necessarily like a boss fight related, but there's always like a kind of like a bit of an eclectic thing happening at the end. Obviously, we're a very small team for a game this big. Like, we reach maybe 55 people. So the dungeons, they're not all of them as complex as some, like, all the time. And yeah, it's just this good old thing of like, there's dungeons in this game. You know what I mean? Like, even though if it's not your main minute-to-minute thing, they're there.
Chat. I just got something. Speaking of Twitch, it might be something for you, Coon. I just looked on Twitch. I'm looking for the extension. But I just got a thing saying subscription and new, and now you can add subscription's name. What the fuck? And bonus subscriber benefit in the settings. I think these are new. What the
you
hell?
Can explore the supernatural world of Hideo when Hell Is Us drops for current-gen consoles and PC on September the 5th, and I, for one, cannot wait.
Oh, yeah, like a new tab now for asset to decor and dick count for more.
Combat and esoteric storytelling that fans have learnt to love and cry relentlessly about. This is Prison of Husks.
Oh, hang on. I'm actually interested in this. Yeah, hang on. I will show what I'm looking at in a moment. What the trailer done. Because this is a game I was talking about earlier, like probably the closest thing to an actual PS1 look. You know, it's kind of funny, honestly, how much, like I said, this is the closest I feel to like a PS1 actually looking. Obviously, the draw distance is way better, obviously, but you know, the rest of them always have that uncanny valley of like PS1. Well, that one I could kind of see it, and also like how much of it just feel like Nightmare Creatures. Like Nightmare Creature always limb with free chat.
Right now on Steam. There's a free demo.
Now, fresh off of its recent announcement, we're to the strange world of Davy X Jones, which, if you've not seen,
it's very much mimicking PS1, but I feel like the problem with a lot of PS1 emulator, or not emulator, but like game that mimicking like PS1. It like they get like
Parasite,
they get like the visual down,
veterans behind the
but it looked like a PS1 running to an emulator, you know, like an upscaling emulator, and the animation just looked too smooth, like the frame rate too high on the animation.
To a fresh take on the legend, where story fuels action and
so a lot of PS1 like mimic games, you know, like the indie game trying to mimic PS1.
Pirate Captain Davy Jones
like
sinks to
so
the
much of them getting that uncanny valley of like not looking like PS1, but not quite looking, you know,
side by side.
Newish.
Two halves of a legend, one hell.
But yeah, the game a moment ago, like I feel like that it happened the closest to actually looking like a PS1 game.
Floating in an infinite sea of clouds, each
Only
with its own
PS2.
unexpected challenges.
Yeah, maybe a little
and unique
bit.
Secrets to uncover.
You might be onto something a little bit though. I guess some of them early PS2 games do kind of look like PS1 games a little bit.
As you fight your way
Also, speaking
back
of me
into
talking about
legend,
Painkiller earlier.
one behemoth at a time.
But yeah, I saw that game on Twitter and I'm just like, ooh, that looked neat.
Davy X Jones
So we will be playing that demo on Monday.
to life with a twisted edge. It's bold and
Because the plan is for Monday, we're going to do Black
all
Voices
wrapped
and
in a
Gaming,
world
and then we're going to do
strange
demo to like 8
stunning.
p.m. and then back to do
Ready to jump
probably.
in? You
That's the
won't
plan
have to
for
wait long.
Monday.
Play Davy X Jones demo during Steam Next Fest.
So I'm going to be
Wishlist
live
now.
at
Spread the
11
word.
11 a.m. my
Get ready
time
to become the
on
devil
Monday.
himself.
Okay, are we between the games?
Who's the greatest pirate
Come on,
of
go back to the people so I
That's
can show
right.
the.
Captain Davy
And Jones. What? You think we need one more? You think we need one more?
Also, this is like a little bit of like a little bit of
Trust me, gay is in.
Oh, speaking of
gay is
gay,
hot.
like the
I want
Bone
some gay.
game from
Gay is
Studio
gonna
51 a little bit.
Amazing stuff.
There we
There
go.
are console voices in gaming for us to watch too.
Hang on, give me a second. But yeah, there we go.
Check out that new demo
Yeah,
as well.
it's saying got new thing to subscription. So we got ad-free, no subscriber only. So I think
You're finally
hang on.
awake.
Hang on, game it back.
I recommend initiating a scan of your surroundings. You
Hang
are
on, I will show the
terrorized
benefits I will in a
below
second.
the Martian surface. No signals detected.
Wait, are we doing a survival game?
As your AI assistant, I advise
Yeah, fuck that tree chat. I'm gonna kick down trees. Have you ever been out in the boonies? You know about kicking trees.
is essential for long-term survival. Chance of escape. Non-zero.
Sorry, I can't help but get excited when I see slow animation with a shield. I blame From Software for that.
Sun
may still be alive.
Bye. Interesting. But yeah, the other thing, Coon, is like this deal, like extra benefit access to subscriber only Discord and discounts.
But let's change pace as we talk about how
Kick that tree like it was your grandmother that would sell your games while you were in school because it was making you too happy.
I've got just the game for you because we're
damn white I will.
Date everything, a dating simulator in which you can literally date.
I have kicked a lot of trees in my life in the boon.
And saucy sauce pots.
Hey, all the voices in gaming for the while. You know, to be honest, Coon. Oh, not Coon. Sorry, see him. You know, I'm like, I've been like one of them things like in the back of my head. Cause I have a few random ideals. And to be totally honest with how a lot of these dreams are just like YouTubers and on like streaming setup.
So sorry.
You can date.
Like maybe I should. We got a couple game devs around here. We don't have a lot. Like we have, I think we have one studio in Fayetteville, I want to say. I don't think it was Little. I think it was Fayetteville. If I remember, I think it's Fayetteville. Well, it is. We did it on the complete opposite side of Arkansas, but you know, we at least got one game dev that I'm aware of. Well, they went out of business in the last year.
They put so many people in this game.
And it's so well written.
It really is. It was so much fun.
It's rare that someone comes out with a game that ends a genre.
Okay, well, attention.
Because I don't know.
Well, the attention here for Steam. Or Twitch, I mean.
Your existentialism, can you?
Oh yeah. Among other, I know a few things that you can unlock in that game, and it's so. Play it. It's coming out soon.
It's going to be really fun.
So good. The writing is incredible. It's so.
What is the setting for that, Coon? For attention?
It's a fantastic red shirt you've got.
Do we have like? Oh, there it is. I see it.
Sweet ass.
Don't mind me. I'm just blind.
It is like nothing I have ever known before or since.
Thank you very much to Matt and Laura for that wonderful take on this very strange game. And what you just saw was, in fact, only a humble snippet.
By the way, this is what you were talking about, like, Coon.
FGS YouTube channel soon with the lovely Mercer and Laura Bailey. So subscribe.
I can't. Do we have a clean shot?
Date everything when the game drops on June the 17th for Xbox Series X and S, PS5, Nintendo Switch, and of course.
I kind of wish we could see what they actually look like as a stream overlay.
We're going to have a little look at Brain Tickling Puzzler.
I kind of wish I could see that. Yeah, I need to look into that and see what that actually looked like on stream. Because I know the one like the games and stuff they were showing is like on the Dreamo side, not on the Twitch side. So like Dreamo avatars, but it's like the Dreamo have to have it running in the background. Because isn't the downside of attention though, like isn't attention only for desktop? Am I right about that? Or do attentions actually work on mobile as well now? No as in desktop or no as in mobile? Oh, they do work on mobile, okay. Yeah, we can try and just see what it looks like. Because I haven't really dealt with any attention beyond, like, you know, the audio stuff that we have for, like, bits and whatnot.
I mean, I struggled to change a bloody light bulb in my house, so I've got no chance with that game. However, you too can feel illuminated mentally when House of Tesla drops on
yeah, I'm watching one right now, damn white whack.
PS5 and PC later this year.
To be totally honest, I don't know any game dev here.
My brain, no work good. Topless dog poker. Oh, I wish. It's another world premiere.
I need to look and see. I need to look and see if all college that it heals since, you know, I am a college city. I need to see if they have like any
that's my name.
Like any game dev classes or anything.
My home is in the city of Shenyang.
But that would answer the question about me finding game dev.
And I've always felt safe here. But that's all about to change.
But if there were game devs around, they would be like me. They would be like super indie, not like, you know, not founded by anything.
Did. I'm home. Mom? Dad? Anyone here?
Oh God.
What happened?
They dead, chat. More mystery time. Fuck on the cops.
I need to find my parents. But how can I if I don't even know why they disappeared? People here are scared and don't want to get involved.
Oh, never mind. They're not in America. Gonna be fine.
But at least some are willing to talk.
Never mind.
I don't know where this is leading me.
Wait, did you Shamu?
But every clue reveals more of the city's darkest secrets.
Chad, are we just doing indie Shamu?
No matter what, I have to find my parents. And as long as I'm searching,
well, the closest monster that have 100 gang member I can beat up. Do you not know the premise of Shamu, Wag? The premise of Shamu is literally your dad get mortal by the mob, and the whole game is you went around the city asking NPC question to try to figure out, well, the guy who killed your dad and his gang gets.
And that was the world premiere cinematic trailer for Pokemon.
That is the plot of Shamu, so
coming soon
like it seemed like it could be going that way at the NPC about
The
the parents.
Traveling back in time to medieval legacies of sword fighting and of course
no
Shamu
music.
Is it called Rhythm of
You
Death?
know,
No.
it's fine. It's fine. We can mod in Fort Lips. It will be fine.
Are you done? Never.
Roll the clip.
Night Fever.
No.
since we've got all the time in the world, let me tell you a story.
Still the
about
best mini
King
game ever at
Arthur
the Fort Lip.
and his Knights of the Round Table. It was a mythical time when being a knight really meant something.
Oh, hello,
For them,
simulation.
honor was worth even more than life. But they knew how to spare their adversary when he deserved
This is art choice for this.
They courageously confronted the treacherous and deceitful, and delivered
Wait, in the
justice
game,
to the
wait, are we
poor
just
and
doing...
oppressed.
Are we
They
just doing like
served their
Dark and
king
Dungeon
and
combat?
queen loyally, in war and in peace, because they knew that their sovereigns would support them.
To be honest, I don't know. I got a value pack of grape, cherry, and
was
orange.
everywhere.
Grape was a little strong.
Dragons and giants were
Orange
part
is
of
not bad.
every great adventure. Above
Sadly,
all,
the value pack I got
it
a
was a
Fago
time when
don't
the
have
strength
like the
of
default
warriors
one
came
in,
from
or
love.
the Mountain Dew one.
not hate.
I'm kind of surprised they don't have the Mountain Dew one in it.
Listen to this story
Mountain Dew one is
and
okay.
learn, young knight. Because when reality is nothing but lies, violence and injustice,
Yeah, they had a
It is
value
wise
pack of 48
to turn
cans
to
for like
legends for
$7. So which are like way cheaper than my Mountain Lightning. Like insanely cheaper than my Mountain Lightnings all now. So it might become a fun a Fago stream, you know. Like, don't get me wrong, like Sam got me one Mountain Lightning, so I still got one.
Legends of the Round Table is a colourful medieval RPG in which you undertake perilous quests in order to defend your kingdom.
Well met, my liege. Up next, we have the sequel to a beloved action RPG that I
Doom
know
Hill
loads
Champ.
of people are excited about, especially this
It
guy
could be the
here.
same
We spoke to
trailer
the devs
from
behind
the
Moonlighter 2,
Jeff
the
Keighley
Endless
thing,
Vault.
isn't it?
Here's what you can expect from the upcoming game.
I have no fucking idea what. I didn't even know that was happening.
We've been like working a lot in Moonlighter
I think they're counting this into Future Gaming Show. Because at the beginning of Future Gaming Show, they said 90 minutes, but that stream was only like an hour 20.
To get into travel, and you will experience
So
like classic
maybe actually not
fantasy
thinking about it. I get
adventures,
70,
so
89. No, I get
something
90 minutes
very
would be
fast as
accurate.
the role of
I have no
Moonlighter
idea.
that has
I
to
don't know how
take
long
care
this
of
is.
itself
I did not know that was
but,
happening.
Basically, what we tried with Moonlighter 2
So-
is bring everything that made it special, the first one, and try to grade it, update it, make it more polished, more fitting. And
I knew there was a
trying
place
to
in America that
make
did.
new and
I did not know it was
players come
Seattle
back
though.
and enjoy a lot, like the world.
I knew
and the
some
game
place
that
did.
we made for them. So yeah, I hope we made it.
Already, a lot of people already love it, and this time we are going more rogue. We are going 3D. We are
Now I'm
going
curious, Chad. Do
into
I
a
have
whole new
Moonlighter?
dimension of quality and
Hang
amazing.
on.
Honestly, the thing I'm more excited to see people
feel like
try
I
and
do.
try it myself when the game is fully released is the new combat
Yes, I do.
system.
I do have
Because
Moonlighter.
I already love all the Zelda nods here and there in the first game, but this time you
I
can feel
thought
that
I
there's
thought
a-
I saw the
a
Fort
new combat
Moonlighter on my
system, a more
theme like
deeper system in
recently.
there, like with the perks that we also have in the dungeons, that you can really create and experiment.
I'm telling you, every
in a
time I
lot of
still
ways
see a
in the
game
first
with
game.
like
I'm
that
really
look, I
excited
still
for
just
it.
want another batch
I think
in.
that if you love Hades and how it's played, and you grew up playing Wind Waker, you have the perfect tiling here. Moonlighter 2 is coming to PC, PlayStation, and Xbox Series this summer.
You know, that's saying something
I
to
can't
the
wait for
Wind
you to
Waker
try
or
it.
Pelson. Then again, I get Moonlight always been like a Zelda style game.
How much can you take?
Oh man, that looks absolutely fantastic. It looks so good, doesn't it? They've added loads of new mechanics. Moonlighter 2, The Endless Vault, is coming to PlayStation 5, PC, and Xbox Series this summer.
Fantastic stuff. Now, Amy, how do you fancy revealing another release date for another game?
Oh, go on then.
Okay, well, here's the official release date trailer for upcoming quirky action rhythm puzzle platformer Antro.
I am the guilt of the consequence of everything that was destroyed.
Oh god, we'll just shoving the sledgehammer at the monitor channel.
I surrender to El Salvo. El Salvo's watch is over.
I feel like at any moment a sledgehammer gonna go into a monitor.
Only then will we see the sun. Only then.
Oh, we're getting there. We got a stick.
Only then will we see the sun.
Also, that beat was way too close to the beginning of too close to the beginning of the Hackle. I thought Zero Cool was getting ready to show up.
You heard it here first, guys. Antro is coming to PS5, Xbox Series, and PC on the 27th of June. If you're keen, wishlist it now and have a bash at the free demo.
Now, Amy, I've got a question for you. How do you feel about clowns?
Absolutely not.
Okay, I think we all coming to the end. Look like they're only one thing after Dune.
Arcade game, an old school beat 'em up side-scrolling title, and it stars everyone's favourite murderous clown, Art. Plus, it's co-op, so we can play it together.
It ought to clown it technically did generation like Freddy, Jason, and Michael Myers. Would that be a Pellison? I have never seen any of the Telltale movies, but I kind of feel like that kind of will like he like leaning a little bit. So them kids who were bought, didn't he? Also, I'm telling you, chat, we all truly is in the like the renaissance of beat 'em ups again. There's so many beat 'em ups. Also, how long to limited one public this? Okay, never mind. They're not publishing it.
Art the Clown is a classy man, if you ask me. I also take a bin bag on a night out.
I've told you about that. That's just weird. Why do you... Anyway, Terrifier the arcade game is coming to PC and consoles very soon. And of course, it's going to be invading your nightmares as well.
Now, I reckon I can sell you, Jules, on our next game in 6 words.
Absolutely impossible, but go on.
Bears and giraffes in mech suits.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Roll that trailer. Roll that trailer.
Listen up, rookie! You think you've got what it takes to survive?
Oh, this is an animal like battle royale thing, isn't it?
Unleash the ultimate machine. Rewrite the battlefield.
You know, I was talking about wanting a BattleBot game earlier today.
Choose your pilot. Build your mech. Lock your loadout. This is Animal Stars Arena.
And we got no Kickstarter game.
I tell you what, those mechs are so cute and adorable that I just want to collect them all and sit in my studio painting them for hours at a time.
May, your Warhammer's really showing.
It really, really is, and I do not apologise.
You're not going to be thought on the Gundam build up soon. I'm going to be joining Nick guy.
Make some noise!
Boo, boo,
but
boo.
also, go to their Kickstarter and wishlist it on Steam. It really helps the devs out.
It really does indeed. Now, the next game that we're going to be talking about is a bit of you, my friend, because it is a time-travelling murder mystery, and it is deliciously weird.
Wait, did we make it that one PS2 game that was literally just that, but in France? That one day we're gonna play? I've been eyeballing that game for like 25 plus years at this point, but you know, it will happen. It will happen eventually. I would not affecting My Hero Academia superheroes to be judging us. See, Coon, see him. They had the Animal Crossing. And the superheroes are dying. Okay. Who are killing the superheroes, champ? This is a game, chap. What the fuck? Are we doing FMV dub as well, or did they just try to sell us more? Okay, the game gonna do the whole like Doki Doki breaking the fourth wall type of shit, isn't it? How long till we deleting files in our indoor folder? Okay. That might be indie and strange enough for Halloween, chap.
I need to play it immediately.
Well, what you did actually watch was Dead Watch, a quirky comedic horror puzzle game that's dropping for PC in 2026. Ames, you still with me?
Same day as GTA, chap.
Fair enough.
There we go. Right, that's done.
Why everybody playing GTA, we'd be playing that.
We're going to an 80s fictional abandoned paradise.
I've had worse holidays, mate.
Yeah.
My uncle, he taught me how to see the world, how to listen when no one is speaking. The only thing he ever feared was
Speaking of the PS1 dub,
following in his footsteps.
I'm trying to probably let PS1 and more like 98, 99 PC are probably a little more accurate. Kinda.
Dark times we're in, eh?
Don't go thinking you're a hero, kid.
I had a lot of puzzles already, champ.
There's a reason why they're keeping people out.
Who's behind
I don't think we're doing Moon Logic, are we?
Your uncle is a dangerous man.
They're more like Red No Evil style puzzles.
If you're hearing this, you're already
a lot of combinations. I don't think we got to worry about Moon Logic. Anytime I see like any type of game like that, like is it Moon Logic or not?
And Amy, what the hell are you doing, mate? What are you doing?
Well, our Uber driver's cancelled again.
Right.
We've got to get back to the hotel somehow, so I'm calling a sandworm.
Okay, well, luckily we are talking about Dune Awakening, which this seems very reminiscent of, because we went to go speak to developers about their MMORPG game, and they had things to tell us, big, small, and worldwide. My Uber was like working.
They talked to the director. Oh God, is he gonna be here, Chan? If the director here, I don't.
My name is Joel Bylos. And
oh God, Joe is here. Fuck.
In Funcom Oslo, and we're working on Dune Awakening. Dune Awakening is a survival game on a massive scale.
My God, Joe.
Foremost, a great
did they take away your drugs?
And then we layer in the survival elements that make a lot of sense because Arrakis is the most dangerous planet in the universe. So you'll be dodging sandstorms.
Also, I see they haven't picked your guy Mike at all.
Scavengers on the planet, avoiding Sardaukar dropships, and playing through the game as you level up and try to uncover this great conspiracy that's happening in the
Okay, he sounds sober for now.
Back to the actual writing of Frank Herbert, because there's a scene in the book where Paul is in an ornithopter and they ask Liet Kynes, what would you do if you were trapped in the desert? And he says very simple, check the integrity of my still suit, stick to rocky ground to avoid the sandworms, and if you're very careful and stay out of the storms, you can make your way out of the desert. And that's kind of how I would expect people to start our game. Get equipped, check the integrity of your gear and make sure that you're getting water.
That's what I'm doing.
Stick to rocky ground, and slowly make your way to civilization.
I'm not booking it to second area yet.
Takes place in an alternate timeline. In this universe, Jessica Atreides gave birth to a daughter instead of a son, so Paul Atreides does not exist. And the game kind of explores the consequences of that decision. And so you as a player, you start out as a prisoner on a prison transport bound for a place called Neo Carthag, and your prison ship gets shot down, and you land in this shipwreck. You get rescued from the shipwreck by a mysterious stranger, and that's kind of where your journey.
That may or may not be a Fremen.
And then as you explore the story, you basically
I don't know one way or another. I'm just guessing.
And you're trying to figure out what has happened to the native people of Arrakis, where they've gone, and why. We aren't going into too much detail about post-launch, but there's one thing I've promised the fans that I can tell them is going to come down the road, and that is riding sandworms.
Hey! Nice. We got verification. That like one of my questions I was gonna ask if we ever interviewed them.
Dune Awakening is out now for those who pre-ordered on Steam, on PC.
If we didn't get a mount, like a warm mount,
for people who
I'm gonna be like, what the fuck you doing, Joe?
And it will be coming to consoles at a later date.
Amazing
Yay.
stuff. Now, unfortunately, we are at the tail end of our show, but we're going to leave you with one final thing that is absolutely beefy.
We're gonna watch Sandworm, Mason. It's happening.
Thank you so much for joining us for FGS
Also,
Live
she were on a
today.
nice playing
We've had
short
an
chat.
amazing time. Thank you for indulging our silly and possibly very sunburned.
Are you gonna have a? Are you doing an hour and weight reference? We get an hour and weight tank. I know how it would hold to him wearing t-shirts.
Between those 2 points, you can go over to the FGS Steam page and wishlist all the games that were featured in this showcase.
But yeah, Sandworm's verified, Mason.
You'll also find a fair few demos over there.
I'm totally not gonna eat you when I learn how to ride a Sandworm in the net pension.
So all that's left to say is goodbye and thank you very much for having us.
Okay, was there one more thing? I think it was one more thing. Yeah, there it is.
Masz. Wstrętna, wyjąca się i oślizgła masz. Gdzie ja jestem?
We got Silent Hill vibes here.
W jeziornych kolonii. No nie wygłupiaj się.
I think it that like. Oh, it is game. Yeah. Okay, this is a big deal. Okay. I don't think have we ever saw like gameplay outside of the buildings? I don't think we have.
Wiesz jak pogrywać ze szkodnikami, świeżak.
Although I don't think we have seen NPCs like this either. Well, there's a lot of new stuff in this town. Well, some of them could be like locked away in like a hospital or something. Also, we got quick time event now. By the way, there's another game that comes out before Halloween we play. Oh, we play now Halloween. Dude, honestly, if everything hit release date this year, and ideally before October, so we can have some time for it to get discounted. We might be playing a lot of new horror games for Halloween this year. But don't get me wrong, we still got a lot of retro stuff I still want to do, but... We still got a lot of good horror games coming back. I am so happy. Hey, demo night. I am so happy we are finally... Also, that was Bluffly. I am so happy we are moving away from the walking sim horror games and starting to get back to like the Silent Hill Resident Evil style. Oh, I'm so happy. Because, you know, them are the horror games I love. And then, you know, you still got your itch.io one if you want to run around and, you know, and just be chased by monsters collecting things. But, so about 3 hours? Yeah, but I did stream it was about 3 hours for both events, and that was like 2 events together. So, there we go. Future game show is done. And let me see. We have one more today. It won't be live at VOD because it was happening at the same time at Future. Let me see if I can find it real quick for Green Gaming, which I think will probably only be like maybe 20-30 minutes. Because I think wasn't it last year it was only like 20 minutes? Okay, I do not trust you, IGN. Oh, this is probably more accurate. IGN saying 2 hours. I'm like, no, it's not IGN. But yeah, 54 minutes on the Game Awards, so that seemed a little more accurate, especially when we get through the pre-show intro. So, let's see here. Also,
Hi everyone, my name's Will.
Oh God, pause. What's happening? We got a pre-show? Oh, I think they jump wide in, isn't it? Holy hell, they just jump straight in. Okay, cool. Never mind. We're just gonna jump right into that. But either way, that will be it for Future Gaming Show though. So, give me 1 second, chat. And I will get YouTube footage ovals, and this is the VOD because I said we missed it. So we will watch this in a second. But if you are watching over on YouTube, stream will end on YouTube. Stream be back up in a moment, and we will hop into this since I am trying to break this up into this video. At least for the archive channel, because you know archives is archives. So yeah. If you're on YouTube, for whatever reason, come on over. Twitch.tv/TroyMaconn, where we are doing it just straight live, unedited, just going. But if you're here on Twitch, do not go anywhere. Nothing changed for you guys. We will continue on in a second. It's just YouTube gonna refresh, and I need to head back with Blake. So, goodbye, YouTube. See you in a moment for Green Game Showcase. I keep wanting to say Green Man Gaming Showcase, because goddamn that shop. It's like G2A. It's just stuck in my head from oldie Twitch. Either way, we will continue in a